Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest live watch along. Europa League Final is upon us. One of these brothers are going to get champion, and it absolutely annoys the living daylight out of me. I don't even know who I want in this final to win. If there was a way where both of them could lose, that would be fantastic. To be honest, yeah, I don't like either of this team. I don't like either of this team, man. Um, so I don't really have much of an opinion. If I look, I don't really have a huge hatred, like the way people in UK or in London they have in regards to Spurs and whatnot. I do hate Tottenham, but not in that sense the way people, the locals, feel about Spurs. Um, I probably feel a little bit more hatred towards Man United because of the rivalry. Don't get me wrong, like I don't like Spurs one bit. I understand the rivalry, but I just don't have that level of hatred because these guys have always been irrelevant to us. Um, but then again, do I want to see them win any trophy? No, I don't. I don't want to see them win any trophy. Man United winning the trophy doesn't really matter because they've won these sort of stuff before. They've won trophies before. But Man United winning means they're going to be a huge competition for us in the transfer market because some of their targets are also the same targets as ours. So I don't want that to happen. And if Spurs win, Arsenal fan base are going to be in the mud. Man United fan base are going to be in the mud if they lose, right? What abysmal season. They're 16th. So there is upside. There is upside in Man United losing. If Man United lose, maybe they're going to show up against Villa in the final day, the hurt and the pain. So all of that, if Man United win, they're going to show up drunk against Aston Villa. At the end of the day, it probably doesn't matter whether Man United is drunk or sober. I think Aston Villa is going to still take care of them. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has tuned in. StreamYard has created a new feature where you can see your live chats, as you can see on the right side of the screen. It looks really nice. I don't mind it one bit. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. You can see all of your live chats being reflected on the screen, which I think is a nice little upgrade that StreamYard has done. Big up Ashraf, my man. Big up Ryan. Big up DLM Perplex. U9393, Kerry, Daniel 9. Miss Spurs beat Man United 3 times. Yes. This season, Spurs have beaten Man United 3 times. We're going to have a look at the lineup very, very soon, how the lineup looks like. And there's a whole heap of Chelsea news. We can park that for another video. All sorts of nonsense. Now, the latest is Ekitike. I knew this was going to happen. Ryan, big up, my man. Daniel Knight, big up. Nehemia, big up to you as well. Ebenezer, big up as well. I'm going to be real. I laugh way harder and enjoy it better if United lose today. I think so. As well. Shivendra, big up, my man. I agree, man. I feel like if Man United lose, it might be a bigger laughing stock situation as opposed to if Spurs lose. Like, who cares if Spurs lose? Like, they lose all the time. Do you know what I mean? If Man United lose and Spurs win, you just know Arsenal fan base is a massive meltdown. Man United fan base is in a massive meltdown. So look, I don't know, man. Zach, what time is it for you, Miz? It is 4:05 a.m. Daniel Knight, Anthony Taylor is ref for the Forest game. Yeah, man. It's like as if the matter wasn't difficult enough, it just got even more difficult. But do you know what? Anthony Taylor, over the last few games where he's, refereed us, I don't think there's been too much of a problem, but we know the history. We obviously know the history. So we don't want that to happen. That's for sure. Ebenezer, yeah, business as usual for Spurs. Yep, correct. Ashraf, United will be another team next season if they get Champions League with better players. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think that from that perspective, it feels like Yeah, I don't know whether I want United to go through. All right, let's have a look at the lineups. All right, let's have a look at the lineups. I'm sure the lineup will be out now, right? Here we go. This is the final lineup. We've got for Spurs, Vicario in goalkeeping position, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Odogi. Already, I can tell you that back line is stronger than Man United's. Already, I can tell you that. I haven't even seen the Man United lineup, but that Spurs lineup looks pretty good from a defensive standpoint. Pedro Porro is a fantastic right-sided player. Odogi is also a very good left-sided player. Both of them overlap and both of them provide a lot of assistance in attack. Romero and Van der Ven, very strong. In midfield, they've got Basuma and Bentancur, strong midfield along with Sarr. So Basuma, Bentancur, and Sarr. So it's really a good midfield. It's that up front is where the problem is, isn't it? Up front, it's not looking good, bruv. Johnson, Solanke, Richarlison, yeah. I mean, look, I don't mind Solanke up front. I think he's pretty good. But Richarlison and Johnson's been scoring goals here and there, but I don't know if he's a very, very good attacker. In fact, I do know he's not a very, very good attacker. But where's the creativity coming from? Where is the creativity coming from? There's no Madison, there's no Son, but are they actually in the bench? Yeah, they are. Austin, Whiteman, Spence, DJ Spence. Yeah, he's been pretty good this season. Davies, Danso, Gray, Ajay, Moore, Odebert, Tell, Son, Scarlett. So it's a strong bench, man. It is a very, very strong bench. They can rely upon quite a few players from this bench. Ashraf saying, Matisse did a good shout about Romero at Chelsea. I liked that, but we are never doing it. Matisse did a good shout about Romero at Chelsea. Romero at Chelsea? Interesting. Do you know what? Romero, overall, he's actually not a bad defender, but he does have those moments, man. He has those weird moments where a mad brain snap and then, it turns out to be chaotic and then opposition climb all over him. But yeah, I don't really know if I don't know if I really want Romero, man. Gremlin saying Romero got 1 year left. Yeah, look, experience. Argentinian center back, World Cup champion, Copa America champion. It's got wealth of experience. There's no doubt about that. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Romero? Might be a good shout from Matisse. I didn't really think deep about that. But might actually be a fairly good shout. It's just that Spursy feeling, man. Like I don't want any of their players, if I'm being absolutely honest. All right, let's have a look at the Man United team. I see it going to Pens, Romero over Fofana for me. Oh, there you go. Madison is injured, bro. I did say Madison was injured. Like, what are you on about, Direct Danby? Madison is injured, bro. Get your facts right. What did I say? What is this, Director Danby? What are you saying, brother? Or are you talking to me or are you talking to someone else? I don't really know. The man's just having a go at me for no reason. I do know he's injured. I'm very well aware he's injured. I didn't even say anything about that. So yeah. Anyway, this is the Man United team. Onana in goalkeeping position. You said he's on the bench with Son. No, I did not. Director that. Live chat, let me know. Did I actually say Madison's in the bench with Son? I literally said Madison's not there. I know Madison is injured. Director Danby, don't piss me off early in the morning, bro. Do not piss me off, man. Absolutely do not piss me off. Sajal saying no. So I don't know what you heard. Look, people in the live chat saying that. I didn't even say that. I'm not sure. Yeah, clean up your ears, man. No, you did say Madison was in the bench. Did I say Madison was in the bench? Why would I say that? When I know Madison's not in the bench, why would I say that? I said Austin, Whiteman, Spence, Davis, Danzo, Gray, Ajay, Moore, Odubatel, Son, Scarlett. Like, why would I say Madison's on the bench? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. But I know Madison's injured. So, anyway. Onana in goalkeeping position. Mesraoui, Maguire, Mount, Bruno Bruno Fernandes, Hoyland, Dogu, Euro, Ahmad, Casemiro, Shaw. Um, strong team indeed. My man Ishan is in the building. Let me bring him on. Ishan, how are you, brother?
Hello, man. I'm sorry for being late. The
That's
rain is getting heavier and heavier and heavier as the day goes by. It's crazy.
bro. It's raining here big time as well.
Yeah.
It's been raining for the last few days. So, nah, man, look, don't be sorry, man. We just started literally a few minutes ago. Um, Ishan, man, both the lineups are out. I don't know if you got to see the lineup. We were just going through the Man United lineup.
Right.
Let me just go through that. Onana in goalkeeping position, Mesraoui, Maguire, Mount, Mason Mount there in the final, which is a big deal for him, obviously. Bruno Fernandes, Hoyland, Dogu, Euro, Ahmad, Casemiro, Shaw. So this is the Man United lineup, and this is the Spurs lineup, by the way, which I thought their backline is pretty strong. Vicario, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Udogi, Basuma Bentoko, and Sa in the middle, which is strong, but it lacks creativity. There's no Madison, he's injured. Johnson, Solanke, Richarlison, so no Son is as well, but Son's in the bench. So looks a little bit light up front, but strong from midfield and a defensive standpoint. What do you think about the lineups for both of the teams, bro?
Uh, Bro, I think so. We were expecting the fact that Tottenham would come up with a weaker lineup, knowing the fact that they had a lot of injuries lately, right? And then it
Mm,
sustained until this end of the season. So for Tottenham, I think so. It's quite predictable that they would have this not very strong lineup. When it comes to Manchester United, there are a few names that I think so. Even United fans would come up and argue that if they were, rather they would have them those players come up in the second half rather than start the game, right? So, but then all in all, I would say that I think so. United is looking like a better squad. They have some good experience in the house as well, with the likes of Casemiro. Watch out for Casemiro, man. He's going to be a big talk this match because he's got look at the Europe competition experience that Casemiro has. How many Champions League
mm,
that this guy has won with Real Madrid? And that'll talk heaps. They have some experienced players as well. Maybe they've not won much, but they've got the likes of Bruno Fernandes on the pitch that might help in these kind of situation. Um, I know you would. Do you want Spurs to win, or you want United rather winning it?
bro, I'm not even, like, to be honest, I'm not even sure. Man. I mean, look, I, I I don't like either of these teams. I don't like either of these teams, right? But I'm now slightly sort of going towards the fact that if Spurs win,
Yeah.
Arsenal fan base is going to be in a mud. Man United are going to be in a mud because they're 16th and they're losing this final is going to be massive for them. So I think that is going to be funny. But Spurs losing, it's not funny for me anymore. Like they lose all the time. Like, do you
You,
know what I
you
mean?
know what?
Like they
Yes,
always lose.
I mean, I've been lucky to be featuring in some with Indian football community as well, and I'd just like to bring it up this to you. Yeah, Man United fans are layering a red carpet in front of them of excuses already. That how come we are the favorites of this final? But we have
Yeah.
lost like 3, 4 games to Spurs this season already. We have lost like three in last five or three in last four. How can we be the
Yeah.
favorites? You are the favorites. I'm sorry, you are the favorites, irrespective of how many you've lost this season. Yeah, and this might be the worst season of your entire football club history. I'm sorry, you are the favorites. You've got that history, right? The so-called
Hmm.
history that you talk about. You are the favorites. Even I want you to win. I'm supporting you guys, but you cannot come out to me and say that. Oh no, we've lost four to Spurs in the last five, or we are not
Mm.
confident. We have a
Well,
lot
three
of
this season. They've lost three in this season. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. We just lost all the games this season. We how can we be the favorites? We haven't beaten Spurs for a long time. The injuries, this, that, and the other. Nah, nah, bro. Come on, you are. But again, Miss, I think so. I'd like to ask you this question as well. That
Mm.
Europa League, winning it would take you to Champions League the next season, right? Irrespective of where you finish in the league, these two clubs are in the mud right now, right? When it comes to
Mm.
Premier League, 17th, Spurs being 17th, and United being like 16th. Spurs with
Yeah.
21 losses in this season, United with 18 losses this season, never seen before, right? Do you think that United winning the Europa League final, I mean this game, would be more impactful to the United? I mean, to let's say football as an entirety, rather than Spurs winning it. What? Which team would uh, take the bigger fruit if they win the uh, league? What you say?
Who would get more benefit by winning the
Yeah,
Europa League
yeah,
final? Is that's what you're saying? I think the team that would take more benefit would be Spurs. I'd say like Spurs winning it would mean a lot to them. You know, Champions League football. Um, you know, they can maybe build something for next season at least. For
yeah.
Man United, I don't know whether winning it really means much. Like I feel, and I get it. Like Spurs are also been in the mud this season. They've not played well, but Ange Postecoglou, this is his second season. There's been some mad injuries for him. Um, I feel like they can push on maybe next season and get somewhere. But Man United, they're in serious trouble, man. They're in serious trouble. So them winning it, I don't really think it changes much. I don't think it really changes anything. Yes, they make Champions League football, but they're gonna get this ass whooped in Champions League. They're absolutely gonna get their ass whooped. The Manchester United need a complete renovation, need a complete facelift. They are in a serious trouble as a football club. I saw a really good question from Shervin saying, if Man United don't win today, what happens to Amorim? Does he get sacked? Like, see how serious it is for them. Like, their manager is on the brink of getting sacked. Like, I know Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou is probably on the brink of being sacked, but I feel like with Spurs, who are you going to get? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if there's any Spurs fans out there, like, I strongly suggest you guys keep with Ange Postecoglou because who are you actually going to get? And you're going to be in this same mess again because you're Spurs. It doesn't matter what manager you bring in, you're always in this same mess. If Ange actually gets you the trophy, you might want to just stick around. You might want to just see, okay, what can happen? Like, see, Ashraf saying, Iraola. Why, if I'm Iraola, why am
Yeah.
I going Spurs? Why am I going to Spurs? Like, what is exciting me to go to Spurs? Iraola should be thinking, I have done a bit of a madness with Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I have done a bit of a madness with Bournemouth. Yeah, Thomas Frank, I could probably see Thomas Frank because he's a very stable type of a manager. So, like, I think, yeah, maybe Thomas, but Iraola, he should be thinking bigger. He should be thinking much bigger next big club because he seems like he's someone who's capable of doing something pretty big. And you're not going to be doing anything big with Spurs. Thomas Frank, he's someone who's, very stable. Brentford, as you can see, he'll make Spurs a very stable club. Spurs won't finish 16th, 17th, but then there might be just a top six club. That's about it. So you're not going to win anything. So for me, Ange Postecoglou, if he wins, that's huge. Spurs never win anything. So you can stick with that. But if Ruben Amorim, even if he wins this, even if he wins with Man United, I think the troubles are deeper in Man United. The troubles go deep. Do you know what I mean? Their recruitment, their
Yeah.
the way the Glazers have run that football club. there's a lot of problems that they need to fix up. So, yeah, Ramos is saying, sorry, Miz, that is rubbish. Spurs do not have a squad as bad to be 17th. They should be at least top 8. Iraola, Silva, Thomas Frank, even Xavi Allegri will drastically improve them. I see. I did not say Iraola, Silva, Thomas Frank will not improve them. What I'm saying is those managers, Iraola, look, Silva, Thomas Frank, fine, but Iraola, Xavi, and Allegri, they're winners. They want to win things.
Yeah.
I feel like at Spurs, you can't win things. Like this is what I'm saying. For someone like Ange, if he wins today, that's a huge deal, man. That's a huge deal because Spurs don't win shit. Do
Yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
I I have a bit contrary thought on this. Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
from one perspective, that's 100% truth that Spurs haven't won anything, and they if they go on to win a European title before Arsenal have ever done that, that's gonna be
That's
crazy. Right?
huge,
It's gonna be
huge.
bonkers. But I
Yeah.
think it's more, a bit a different perspective right now. Now hear me out. Uh,
Mm.
United finishing 16th is like a one-off season, right? You will never, probably never ever see this happening. United finishing 16th, or you may, I don't know. You never know. You cannot
Never,
predict
you never
that.
say never. But this is what I'm saying. I feel like United's issue is a lot dangerous. Is a lot dangerous than Spurs.
Right. It's looking quite dangerous, but like for us, it's a one. It's the very first time, right? The United has
Yeah.
finished 16th, 18th losses. Spurs finishing 17th is also a very surprising factor for us, as we've
Of
not
course,
seen
it's a.
that. But
Of course, it's surprising. Yeah.
United have been there or thereabouts in the
Yeah.
top talking teams, right? They've featured in Champions League before that we have done. I mean, they've just recently featured in the Champions League. Now they need a huge revamp, and like we've spoken in the other channel as well, Miss TV Total Football, guys, go and smash subscribe on that channel as well if you haven't done that. 250 to 60 of you guys on the live chat, what are you doing not watching Miss TV live football? You need to go out there and smash the subscribe button. We have covered the other football clubs, and we have heap of video content in that channel as well. Coming back to the point now, Miss, uh, United need a huge revamp.
Mm.
Keeping United in the Champions League football would be very important from their club's perspective, to at least
Yeah.
uh, have a continuation in the pool of players. Right now, what's important here? Look at it from this perspective. Both these teams need revamp in a huge amount. United's a mess is much more deeper. Is that what I believe? Spurs are also in a, what deep mess they are since years. I don't know. Whatever they do, they just do not show up or turn up to be the
Mm.
achieving clubs, right? Now, my point is, if United wins this Europa League final and qualifies for the Champions League, they play for Champions League next season, and they still have that good pull. One, they have that brand value. Second, they are still in the Champions League. So, getting good players in case of United, the
Mm.
probability becomes much bigger. Then
Yeah.
Spurs winning this Europa League, yes, they'll live the trophy, which they haven't for years. That's that's true. But next season, what happens? They play in the Champions League, but do they have that pull to increase their squad to that level? Maybe not. I don't
Mm.
think so. How impactful that'll be, because they've also featured Champions League very recently, much recently than us, right? But still, they've stayed in that same level. They couldn't have that good pull. In fact, when they saw Harry Kane leave their club, right? And you never know if Son's gonna be there for long. You just never know. So the point that
Mm.
I'm trying to make here is, United qualifying for the Champions League next season will still have their pull plus their brand value that they have to bring in
Yeah.
more new players, and help in that bigger revamp project that we'd like to talk about. Spurs winning the title, yes. Like history created, yes. But where do they go from there? They'll get battered again the next Champions League. Will they bring in more new players and that elite level players? You never know, right?
Yeah, look, I get that. I definitely understand that. But even that perspective, if I'm now putting on a Chelsea glass on, that what you just said, I don't want United to win then because they have the pull power to get good players. So that's not good news for us. I don't want them to have pull power because a lot of our players are also connected to them as well. And the players that we're looking at, they are they they are weighing up the option that if Man United make Champions League football, then they may choose Man United. So look, I mean, I don't know, man. Me personally, I feel, and I'll always maintain, I feel even if Man United win this, and sure they can revamp and get new players and whatnot, but
Mm.
their issues are so deep rooted over there.
Yeah.
Ishan, look, Spurs coming 17th is definitely a surprise. Don't get me wrong; they should not be. They should be somewhere in the top six. I get that, but Man United being 16th, I feel, is an even bigger surprise. Is a bigger surprise because
That is a calamity, right?
Spurs as an institution, what history do Spurs have? Tell me,
No,
what history do
no,
they have?
nothing.
They have a history of bottling. That's what they have, really. Like most things that they've got to. No, no, I'm not even bantering. Like this is just proper talk. They have a history of bottling. The season where Leicester won the Premier League. Do you remember the season where Leicester won the Premier League?
Yeah,
That was Spurs' biggest opportunity to win the league,
yeah,
along with Arsenal as well. And they couldn't
right.
even do that. They couldn't even do that. Leicester ended up winning. So Spurs really have a bad history. Man United have a rich history. Man
Yeah,
United is an institution that is, Sir Alex Ferguson and the trophies and this, that, the other. I get it. Over the last 10 years, over the last decade, they've been on the decline as well. But do you understand what I'm saying? Spurs
yeah,
17 and United 16, both is equally pathetic. But
correct.
I think United being 16th is
Right,
far heavy,
right,
because you actually have history.
right.
You have history and you have stooped this low. This is what I'm saying. United, their issues, Ishan, is not just about getting new players and it's going to fix up. Their issue, they have a cultural problem in that club.
Yes.
I'll tell you. Now I'm going to delve deep into this issue because a lot of people don't seem to understand this. Glazers, now obviously they've given all the footballing responsibilities to Ineos, right? Ineos have 25% or something, or 30% of the football club, but they run the footballing side of things. Glazers are the majority shareholders. Glazers previously, Ishan, they were throwing money.
Yeah,
Jadon Sancho on crazy wages, Casemiro on crazy wages, and the list goes on, right? And the list goes on. So
yeah,
they've not been making proper footballing decisions. Their stadium, Ishan, is literally collapsing. Apparently, when it rains, it is flooding. There's rats. There's apparently their toilets are overflowing when you piss. When people go, they
yeah,
piss all over the floor, right? It is a disgusting situation what is happening in United. And that's just at a basic level that I've said. Apparently, their academy is not the greatest. Some of their facilities, Cristiano Ronaldo, the second time around when he came back, he said, the way I left it 10, 12 years ago, it's still the same. Nothing has
yeah,
improved like how it used to be. That football club is like, it's dying. It is literally dying in front of our eyes, simply by getting new players. And some of their players, because they play for Man United, they feel like they're so much bigger. Like, look at all the mediocre players that they have: Garnacho, Luke
yeah.
Shaw, and the list goes on. But they feel that they play for Man United, they feel like they're so much bigger. That club needs to, you know, bring reality check is needed for that football
And
club.
moreover, means after this added shareholder, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, right? We anticipated that situation would be a much, would be better,
Would
but
be better.
it, it's the tables have turned. they
They
have not improved a bit, And what he's done is Sir Jim Ratcliffe came in and he said, all right, you guys are spending more than what you're getting back. Right? The
Hmm.
ROI is very low comparatively to your spending. So we're gonna cut off a lot of things. He's cutting off everything that he sees, right? Uh,
He has
and
to. He has to because that club is not making enough money anymore. That club is literally just leaking expenses. Sir Alex Ferguson was getting paid 2 million per year. Why? Why is he
yeah,
getting paid 2 million a year? What's he doing?
yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson days are over. He's not even a man. He's not. His royalty fees. That's
Giving like
unnecessary.
some of those legend contract that WWE used to give. Remember? I mean, they
Uh,
have
do you think
all
Sir
of them.
Alex Ferguson? Do you think Sir Alex Ferguson needs 2 million a year? Does he's got enough? He's got enough money. Like, he doesn't need another 2 million a year. So that's nonsense. Man United were paying a lot of their ex players still money through like some sort of charity or whatnot. Why should Man United as a football club keep paying ex players? It's ex players' duty to look after yourself. Imagine my company after I finish with them means we're going to still continue keep paying you as a legacy. Why?
You resign today. You know what I mean?
Why are you going to do that? I mean, thank you. That'd be great. But
Yeah,
are you doing that? Like, you've paid me already. It's up to me to set my life up.
right.
It shouldn't be the club. Look, it's a great gesture that the club was doing that. It's a fantastic gesture that the club was looking after some of these players that weren't doing well, ex players. But it's not really the club's duty to do that, in my personal opinion. And
Yeah.
whole heap of other expenses, whole heap of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I get what he's doing because he's seen the profit and loss, he's seen the balance sheet, and he's seen that Man United is leaking money, leaking money.
But he's also going in the extreme way as well, Miss. We need to think about that because he's not just cutting costs to just not. I mean, these extra expenses need to be cut off, right? Don't get me wrong. But he's not letting his staff travel to the Europa League final, you know, and
Look,
cutting.
put it this
Yeah,
way. Put it this way, Sean. Maybe he's doing stuff that really should have been done a long time ago. And now matter has gone so shit that
mm,
he's doing it and he's been made to look like a idiot. Maybe all
yeah,
of these things should have been done previously under Glazers and Glazers didn't do it. And now all the blame is coming to Ineos. Now, look, expenses aside, what Ineos does, what Sir Jim Ratcliffe does in the summer window is what is going to be looked at. Because let me tell you something. I feel like they didn't really look after Amorim in the January window. They got rid of Rashford. They got rid of Anthony, right?
yeah,
And all they added was a Dogu. All they added was Dogu. So they didn't really back Amorim in the January window, right?
yeah,
And obviously now we're seeing all the results of Man United, which has been abysmal. Yet they still made it to the Europa League final. So what they do in the summer for Amorim, and look, already Matthias Cunha, big, good quality signing, I feel. So
yeah,
they will need to show Amorim that what else is coming. So that's, I think, when people can truly judge what's going on with Man United. But I feel like Man United's issues
mm,
are far greater than Spurs' issues.
yeah,
Spurs' issue, look,
yeah,
a large portion of their season, yes, 17th is ludicrous, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even get me wrong. 17 is ludicrous, and
yeah,
Ange Postecoglou definitely will take blame. But Spurs, the amount of injuries from their goalkeeper to their defensive players, man, majority of the season, Ishan, I saw, uh, what's his name? Was it was it Mikey Moore or whatever? Anyway, it was a kid that was a center back. Was someone was playing center back? Was it Moore that was
yeah.
playing center?
Mickey, some, yeah. Even I
Yeah,
forgot
like
some Mickey, right?
Yeah, it's like this guy's not even a centre back. This guy's a midfielder or attacking midfielder playing centre back for a large part of that season. Do you know what I mean? For large parts of the season, they didn't. Um, they had problems in midfield where Madison was injured as well. They
Yeah.
had Solanke who was injured for a little while. Now they've got Son who's finally come back from injury. Like
So I
they've
think so,
had
Miss,
some
just to summarize,
important
I
players
think so,
injured.
the
Sorry,
the
Archie Gray. Archie Gray. Archie Gray is the one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Archie. We went from Archie to Mickey Mouse. Thankfully, we didn't
Yeah,
go
yeah,
Bob
yeah.
the Builder and Oswald.
Yeah. Archie Gray.
Yeah, but I think so. The point that you're trying to make, Miss, I understand, is um, if you change manager for both the clubs, right,
Yeah.
and probably get an equivalent performing manager, Spurs would perform better than Man United. Is that what you think? The point that I'm trying to make is changing manager in Spurs would make them much better than changing manager in United would what make United a club than what it is now.
Yeah, I agree because look, Ruben Amorim, I don't think he's been given a proper opportunity. I know Man United fans will say otherwise. I know they'll say that no, he's been here for like 30 games, this, that, the other, but he really hasn't been given a proper opportunity. That Man United team has failed. That Man United team has failed many other managers prior to Ruben Amorim. So some of those players, their attitude. Look at what Ruben Amorim had to come into. Rashford, not willing
Yeah.
to play. Do you know what I mean? Anthony, like he came into a lot of mess. It's not easy. It's not easy. So for Man United, I feel like Ruben Amorim deserves a bit more time, and some of his players. I know some Man United fans will say otherwise. But yeah, with Spurs, yeah, you could potentially change the manager and you could get an uplift. But my theory on that is Spurs can Spurs changed to Jose Mourinho. They changed to Antonio Conte. They
Hmm.
also had Nuno Espirito Santo. What has all of these things done?
Nothing.
It's done
Nada.
nothing. It's done nothing. What makes you think, yeah, okay, let's change Ange Postecoglou as well? This is why I'm saying Spurs. And once again, I know Spurs fans will say otherwise. You might want to maybe just give this guy one more season. You might, because what did Spurs do last season under Ange Postecoglou? Sixth, right? I think they came
Yeah.
sixth. I remember, or fifth. No, fifth. We came sixth.
We can say, yeah. We
So,
can.
so they came fifth.
Yeah. Hence the Europa, no?
Hence the Europa. So it says that Ange Postecoglou is not a stupid manager. He's not a stupid manager. This season has gone very bad for him. Um, and he could still potentially win the Europa League and make it to Champions League football, which is crazy. So, to Spurs
That's what he
fans,
said as well in his press conference. I'm not an idiot, mate. I'm not an idiot.
yeah, I'm not a clown. He said, "I'm not a clown."
Oh, I'm not a clown. Yeah. I'm not a
So
clown.
this is why I'm like, with Ange Postecoglou and Spurs. You think that by changing managers, what you're going to win trophies? You're not going to win trophies. You don't buy those players to win trophies. So you might as well stick around with Ange Postecoglou one more season to see how it all goes. Um, as much as maybe it makes sense to change the manager, but no one's going to be doing any better. Do you know what I mean? Alhambra, thank you, my man. Pumped for the El Clasico. It's peak for the losers. Clasico. Yeah, yeah, El
Yeah.
Clasico indeed. El. Yeah, yeah. Nah, it's mad. I mean, look, Ishan, it does make me sick, though, to a certain degree, that one of these teams today, after this match, is going to be a Champions League in a Champions
Yeah.
League position. I
Yeah.
mean, 16th and 17th position, and one of these teams are going to be in the Champions League. And here
Yeah.
we are fighting tooth and nail for the top 5 position to make it to Champions League. One of these idiotic teams this
It's,
season is going to be there before us. We're
Yeah,
not even confirmed for Champions League yet. One of them will be confirmed later tonight for Champions League football. I mean, how does that make you feel, bro?
bro, that's such a good question to answer because you don't have an answer for it, man. You know what I mean? Someone who's had 21 losses in a season or 18 losses for a season will end up playing the Champions League next season. What do we call it? Is it the beauty of football or is it absolutely criminal activity? UEFA should come forward and sack one of these teams from the UEFA competition. Is that what's going to happen? But probably we can. Uh, I mean, some would say that it's the beauty of football. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That a domestic league performance is not that much effective when it comes to the European performance, or maybe the European leagues, the way it's been designed. So probably it's the beauty of football, and we'll have to see who wins it and has the fate of performing in the next season's Champions League. But again,
Mm.
from Premier League's perspective as well. Now look, there's one game remaining, right, in the Premier League,
Yeah.
one or maybe two max for some teams. Now, if United wins
Nah,
this
there's just one match for everyone now.
for everyone,
Everyone's
right?
played.
The
Yeah.
second is done. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
fine. So if United wins this, they have the last game against um, whoever it is.
Aston
Is it
Villa. Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa? Bro. Oh, Aston Villa. It's just call that off. Aston Villa is winning the game. Just call that match off. United are already, have surrendered from this year's Premier League. Aston Villa game, just gonna shut off and whatever. I think so, irrespective of what the result is, right? Yeah, if they lose this one as well, they're gonna be absolutely demotivated against Aston Villa match. That
Yeah.
last match was washed off. It all comes down to this, and I think so. Um, yeah, probably
It
United
really
is.
does for United and for Spurs. This is
Yeah,
pretty much their final game of the season because the last
100%.
game of the Premier League means nothing to them.
Call it off, man. Call it off. You know what I mean? But why didn't we missed something same happened to us as well? If you remember, the season that we won ended up winning Champions League back in 2012. Where were we in the league position? I don't know if I
I
remember.
think we were
In
sixth.
10th,
I think we were
11th,
sixth.
we ended up being sixth. Yeah, we ended
Yeah.
up being. It wasn't in the top four. That's what I know. It wasn't in
Yeah,
top
yeah.
four or five.
We
That's what.
qualified for Champions League by winning the Champions League. That's what we
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right.
Yeah.
And then the subsequent next season, where did we finish? We finished 13th. Do you
And
know what I mean?
I remember, and live check, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember we won the Champions League, and the fourth person in the table
Yeah,
missed out because of us. I'm pretty sure. And I think the fourth person was Spurs.
I think so. Yes, you're right.
I think
I
fourth
remember the
person
same.
was Spurs that missed out. So we
I
won the
remember
Champions League and we kicked them out of the Champions League. Yeah, it was Spurs. Yeah, Alhambra. So
the same.
um,
But
it's not.
Miz,
Yeah, now
just
it's not
imagine
like that.
this another narrative here. If United wins a trophy this season, that to a European one, there will be this season, even after whatever's happened, probably the worst season that we've seen United have. They're still gonna end
Mm.
up winning a trophy, and City's not gonna win any trophy this season. Nor did Arsenal. Arsenal, did they have a very good season? Probably they'd say yes, title race and all of those stuff, right? Did you win a trophy? Hell no. Who won?
Nothing.
United. Oh my days. It's
Nah,
crazy,
it's
dude.
crazy. It's crazy. Um, no, 100%, 100%. It's crazy. Everton came fourth and got knocked out in the qualifying. Yeah, but was that in the same season? Anyway, I know someone got missed out because we won the Champions League, but obviously now the structure's changed. The winner gets a position, and then the top four gets a position anyway. Well, it's five now for us. Um, I wonder what would have happened, Ishan, if Chelsea were, let's say, if Chelsea were to win the Champions League, let's argument's sake, if Chelsea were to win the Champions League and we were already in the top four, confirmed,
Yes,
then what
we
would happen? Does another one get a chance to get another position? Gets a because obviously we'd win the Champions League and be have that winners
yeah.
confirmation that you're going to be in the Champions League. Um, as a title defender, and then what happens? There's another extra UCL spot. There you go. Shivendra saying extra.
Yeah.
Oh no, Shervin saying no one gets an additional position.
Now I
Adnan
think so they've
saying no.
changed it. You get an additional point, this space.
Yeah, I
But you
thought
already
you
have five
would.
team from the Premier League miss, so I'm not very sure. Probably they have stopped doing that because you already have five.
Yeah.
Earlier it was before. Now they've changed to five. So it'd be
Mm.
interesting to see. Regardless, what one thing we know that none of us is winning the Champions League this season. Either it's going to be Barcelona or Inter Milan. I'm sorry, I mean Inter Milan or Paris Saint Germain. So we'll have to see
Paris
that.
Saint Germain.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shervin saying if Arsenal won this season, I still would have. It still would have been top five. Okay.
yeah,
So
that's what I
there's
said.
no
We already
additional.
given extra point. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no additional place because Arsenal's already in top five and they've won. Um, okay, so there's no additional place. I just need both teams to lose. Yeah, look, ladies and gentlemen, the match will start in about another 13 minutes. I can't wait for the matches. I feel like there's going to be goals. Ishan, prediction, live chat prediction as well. What are you thinking is potentially going to happen in this game?
um, when you call out for a war, yeah, and you see that that entire war is nothing but a knife and a catapult fight. Then what do you expect that scoreline to be, right? You're gonna expect the war to be, with all the guns and everything and the missiles and everything, but you see knife and catapult. No sharpness, no nothing. What's happening here? But I think so. It's gonna be a very. I expect it to be a interesting game,
Yeah.
but I didn't expect too much goals. I would say. Um, all right, now here's an interesting question. Would you think it'd go to the extra time or penalty? That's something
No,
we.
I don't think so. I think we're going to get 90 minutes. In 90 minutes, a result. I feel like when you look at that lineup, right? When we showed that lineup, let's just bring that up again, right? Let's just bring it up one more time. When you look at this lineup, Ishan, I
Yeah,
feel like both teams are quite capable of leaking goals. Uh, when I look at Man United, Hoyland is not going to. Like, I don't know. This guy doesn't look like he's capable. Today he might score. Who knows? When you look at Man United, where are the goals coming from? Probably Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad. Those are the two names that I'm looking at for goals, or maybe even Harry Maguire with
yeah.
set pieces. So those are the three names I'm putting down for goals for Man United. Uh, can Mason Mount do something? We shall see.
Mm,
When you look at Spurs, I like their backline a lot, but their
yeah,
backline, they have had injury problems this season. How fit and how sharp they are, that's going to be interesting to see. But their midfield is strong, Ishan. Sa, Basuma, Bentancur, I think
right.
are far superior than what Man United has provided. Look at Man United. It's Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. I think Sa, Bentancur, and Basuma, they should be out muscling that midfield. They really should be out muscling that midfield. But then you look at Spurs front line, Johnson, Solanke, Richarlison. Solanke is probably the only one that I completely rate there. I don't know. It's, no Son, no Madison is a huge factor. Is a huge factor for them not having them. But can they still penetrate this Man United backline? Euro, Maguire, Shaw, probably, probably they
Yeah.
can. Probably they can. So look, I think there'll be goals. I feel like there'll be goals, but I think it's going to be Spurs 3-1. I think it's going to be Spurs 3-1.
I'd go with the 2-1 Man United, but I think so. It's gonna go extra time, and then we're gonna get Harry Maguire header as your winner. That's my prediction, and I think I'll have to go with the 2-1.
They have been clutch, Man United, in recent times, especially in Europa. I'm talking about like what they
Yeah,
did with Lyon. Oh my God, how Lyon were winning 4-2, and then how that became 4-4. I think, yeah, or something like
yeah.
that is quite mad to see that game go in that manner. But yeah, we shall see. All right, Ishan, I'm going to let you go. We've got 10 minutes. We're going to start the watch along. I'm going to call one of my Man United friends, and then we'll start the watch along. What's up, bro? Talk to me.
Before you just let me go, I just take some time to big up the live chat, guys. 370 of you in the live chat, 370 plus. Please smash the likes, right? Do not forget to go onto the other channel, Mess TV Total Football, and smash subscribe as well. We're gonna have content every day there as well. Beautiful football content there. And also, just to mention few of the guys in the live chat, I'm seeing some OGs in the live chat. Shivendra, Marbu, big up to you, man. And I can see Alhambra, I can see Nicole there, and I can also see Sherwin. These guys are OG. And there's one thing that any channel which holds OG in the live chat, just know that the host is an absolute gem. So big up to you, Mizan, and let's keep going, man. And thank you for having me.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ishan. We'll catch you soon. Appreciate that. Take
All
care,
right,
and
man.
I'll catch you, brother. Thank you. All right, live chat. Big up to each and every one of you guys. I want to call my mate John. He's a massive Man United fan. See if he's up. It is very. It's very early in the morning, obviously here, but I want to wish him luck, man. I want to wish him luck. Let's see if he's. Jono.
Just woke up, bro.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, I woke you up, bro. You're live, bro. You're live with millions of my fans, bro. Millions. I had to give you a call, bro. I told my live chat that I need to give my mate John a call. He's a massive Man United fan. We need to wish him luck, bro. Good luck, bro. Final.
Thanks,
Obviously, you're gonna watch it, yeah?
mate. I'm here. I'm watching it. I don't know. I'm shitting it. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I got no idea. It's a flip of the coin.
Yeah.
But let's see. I hope we do it. We got Zerkamp back. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I got no idea.
Zerkamp's back. See live chat. See what I mean? This guy, bro. Zerkamp. Oh my god.
Yeah, bro. I'm half asleep. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Nah. Don't be sorry, bro. Look, be excited. You know what? You're the only one that I'm gonna wish good luck to for Man United, bro. Because I'm sort of thinking maybe Spurs should probably win it, and we can laugh at Arsenal, and we can laugh at you guys as well. We can laugh at everyone. But for you, bro, hope they do it for you, bro. You deserve it, bro. You're a mad Man United fan, so.
Yes, bro, appreciate it, mate, and good luck to you guys too. I hope Anthony scores a hat trick. But
you
4-3,
dirty
all right?
rat! I just bigged you up, and then
Bro,
you
I
said
said
Anthony score a hat trick.
Yeah, but I hope you win 4-3.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, good. You corrected yourself,
Yeah,
but
bro.
lesser
Yeah.
the Anthony hat trick, bro. I'm not taking that. All right. If I see Anthony ball out against us, bro, that is gonna piss me off. But look, I don't even care about the conference league, man. I hope we do our business against Nottingham Forest in the final day. They'll
Yeah, bro,
do the
100%,
they'll do the trick.
100%, mate. You should. They've fallen off, but
Hopefully, you never know,
fingers
bro.
crossed, mate. Fingers crossed, bro.
All right, bro. I'm gonna let you go. You enjoy the match, and we'll see what's going on in this
No
game,
worries,
bro.
bro. All good. I'll speak to you, man.
Take care.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice. I just had to say good luck to him. He's a big Man United fan, you know what I mean? All right, big up to each and every one of you guys that is tuned in. Let's get ready. To rumble. All right, cool. Quella's in the building. Big brother Miz, who are you supporting today? To be honest, I'm not really supporting anyone. I don't like any of these teams. I don't like Spurs and I don't like Man United. So I'm not really supporting anyone. I'm just here for the vibes. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I think it would be nice if Man United lose, we get to laugh at Arsenal. Like, can you imagine Spurs winning and Arsenal not winning any? Like, Arsenal don't have any European trophies. If Spurs get it, it'll be the funniest situation. I think that'll be hilarious. And Man United obviously will be in the mud even more. And them not getting Champions League football is huge. Hopefully, some of their targets can then start choosing us instead. So we'll see. Ashraf, I expect United to win, though, but I want Spurs to win. That's Ashraf. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not really sure whether Man United's clear to win this. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think they are clear to win this. Like, I think Spurs are good. I think Spurs are very good. Like, I mean, the lineup that they have. Like, obviously, Spurs are not being good this season, but I'm talking about the lineup that they have. All right, the players are on their way out now, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs are. Sorry, the players are on their way now. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Smash up the like button, guys. Smash up the like button. Ms. Ishan's team, MI qualified for the playoffs in IPL today. Big up to Mumbai Indians. United gave us a good fight, Ms. Yeah, they did. They did. But is that really bigging them up, or that's sort of a shame on us? We should have taken care of that United. Like, that United team was nothing special, Ashraf. Like, when you see that match, like, a better team would have smoked United. So I'm not really sure whether we can big up United for that game. It's probably more, we should have been better. We should have been better. Yeah. Warren, love your conversations with fans and your commentary. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Courtney in the building. If Kulu was there and Madison, I would say Spurs definitely. Yeah, no Kulusevski as well. That's huge. That's huge. They're missing some big players. They're missing some big players. Kulusevski is huge for them. And no Madison. Son on the bench. Final at the Bilbao Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Athletic Bilbao. It's in their stadium. Sad how they got their ass whooped against Man United. Crazy. Adnan, big up, my man. Can't have Mason Mount winning a trophy. Another reason for Spurs to win. Exactly. Yeah. Don't want to see Mason Mount lift a trophy with them. You're right. Yeah. Sir Jim Ratcliffe there in the stadium. Finals about to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. The match is about to start. Smash up the like button. Let's get those likes up. Let's pump the likes. And for all the people that are watching through X as well, because this is live on X, the stream is live on X, pop over to the YouTube channel. Pop over to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, do all that jazz. Build the community. Build the community here. Archie Gray. Timo Werner or Mason Mount to lift a trophy. Where's Timo Werner? Yeah, is Werner on the bench? No, Werner's not even on the bench. Where is he? Where's Timo Werner, by the way? Yeah. Or is he gone? Has he left? That's a good one. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Where is Timo Werner, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. No one remembers Europa League winners, let's be honest. It's a secondary European Cup used to qualify to Champions League only and a bit of money. Look, Ashraf, no one probably will remember the Europa League winners, sure, but not only they get Champions League football, Ashraf, but there is a small thing about Super Cup. So the winner gets to play against the Champions League winner. And if that winner then ends up winning, then people will remember the Super Cup winner. So Spurs can find themselves, if they do win, they can find themselves in a juicy situation where they can compete in the Super Cup and potentially win that as well. Werner is injured. Okay. Werner is injured. Cool. All right. Here we go. I think this is going to be a tasty match, man. This is going to be a tasty match. Let's go. Some big games coming up, obviously, over the next few days. We've got this. We've got the final day in the Premier League. We've got Champions League final. Well, before that, we've got Conference League final, then the Champions League final. So, yeah. Bruno Fernandes giving the final team talk. Nice stadium, man. It's a really nice stadium. Can you imagine if Spurs win? Expressions is going to kill and annihilate everyone out there. Expressions is going to demolish everyone. I think that in itself is going to be fun to watch. Kagiso Miz, which team are you going with? To be honest, the more I think about it, probably Spurs now. I hate both of them, by the way. I hate both of them, but I think Spurs winning will be far more entertaining. Come on. Match is about to kick off. There we go. They have kicked off. Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad. Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw out wide to Dogu. Spurs pressing very high up, and Spurs win the ball. It's offside. Already, Man United are offside. Adam Lomiz, do you all like Expressions, or he's a pariah? Or he's a pariah? I don't really understand. What's a pariah? Or is he a pariah? Look, firstly, I don't know what pariah means, but I don't mind Expressions. Expressions funny. Expressions funny. Rick Star, Miz, our song is literally "We Hate Tottenham, can't be supporting the bottlers." This is the thing. I'm not really supporting anyone. I'm just saying that what would be more funnier? I think Spurs winning would be a lot more funnier because we can laugh at Arsenal. We can laugh at Man United. Man United winning, what's it going to be funny? Like, Spurs always lose. How's that even funny? If Man United win, I think the joke's on everyone else that they can qualify for the Champions League from being 16th. You know, the jokes, and I know people will say the same thing. Well, the Spurs can say the same thing, can qualify for the Champions League from being 17th, but it'll be funny for everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Pariah is like a joke. Well, Expressions is a joke. He's a joke. Like, I don't take him seriously. He's an absolute joke, but he's funny. He's funny as hell. Sackable offense, Ms. Chai or coffee? To be honest, neither, because they don't really go well in my stomach. I'm more of a tea guy. Yeah, like green tea. Yeah, I'm more of a tea guy. Spurs must never win a cup. Come on, United. There you go. That's Rego Park saying it. Corner coming up for Spurs. And it's a foul infringement inside the box on Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire gets a foul. Harry Maguire, all of a sudden he's changed his career around at Man United. Under Ten Hag, he was in big trouble, and now with Amorim, Harry Ten Hag. Wow, Harry Maguire has become a very important player for Ruben Amorim in the defense. Shivenda, chai is tea though, right? Well, chai can be tea, and it can be sort of like that milk version of tea, like chai latte, for example. Like, that's not entirely just plain tea. That's got like milk tea to it. Stoppable force meets movable object. Man United free kick coming up. Luke Shaw. And see, Luke Shaw is the epitome of problems that's happening in Man United. How's Luke Shaw a Man United player? Like all the injuries, for so many. I think Luke Shaw's been there for nearly 10 years now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like these are some of the problems. Like how is a player like him still sticking around? He's not even an academy player. Like I can understand a lot of people might say, well, how's Reece James sticking around? Reece James at least is an academy player. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's what we just and Reece James is a top player. Luke Shaw is not Reece James. Do you know what I mean? Corner coming up for Man United. And it's been defended. Man United bombed the ball forward. Whoa. Vicario in a precarious position. Bruno Fernandes with a shot. It's been blocked. Thanks, Miz. I don't drink tea or coffee either. That's why my mind is on the autopilot until Sunday is over. Miz, I'm going to cry if one of these bums make champions again. We don't. Oh my God, Alendi. This is why I'm like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Adnan, chai is love. I can have a chai drop attached to me, but Americano coffee is also top notch. As soon as I saw Americano, I thought about El Grande Americano. Luke Shaw stays injured for the season, but gets fit for World Cups and finals. So true. Do you predict Enzo joins Real if we don't make UCL? Wow. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of conversations that's happening in regards to this. What I say is where there is a little bit of smoke, there's a little bit of fire. It's not too hard to believe that he could potentially join Real Madrid. It's not hard to believe. It's Real Madrid. And if we don't make Champions League football, it's definitely not hard to believe then. So whether it happens or not, I don't know. But it's not hard to believe. That's what we need to understand from this news. Like there are certain news that you can look and you go, nah, man, that's not gonna happen. Never. Like it's so far-fetched. Enzo Fernandez being linked with Real Madrid, it's not far-fetched one bit. It really isn't far-fetched. Whether it happens or not, that's another story on itself. But is it believable? Yeah, it is believable. It is believable. Sakabo fans is actually bullshit intolerant. Yeah. Richarlison now with the ball. It's well defended. Excellent defending from Casemiro, I believe. Mazraoui now. And that's gone out for a throw-in. Nicole, chai in Russia means tea. There you go. Man, who is this Man United versus Tottenham live? This guy, can I, like, is there a way where I can just block this idiot? Yeah, I'll just block this guy. I don't know. Gone. Okay. What position plays Europa League? Sixth. I think this season sixth. Yeah. Courtney, if we don't win Conference League or qualify for UCL, it's peak. Oh my God. Oh my God, Courtney, if that happens and we're back in Conference League again, oh my God. No. Yeah. That would be an utter shame. Luke Shaw, 2014 till now, still in Man United is crazy. 2014, he's been there for 11 years. Luke Shaw's been in Man United for 11 years. Shavina Miz, did you see Bowley interview? I didn't catch the entire bit of it. I caught some bits and pieces. Yeah, probably need to catch the whole thing. Send me the link if you can, brother, Shivendra, wherever, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram. Send me the link for the entire interview. Bryanson, Miz, who are you rooting tonight? Who am I rooting tonight? Oh, nice cross. You know what? Root. I don't know what root means elsewhere. Like here, when in Australia, if you say rooting, who you're rooting, it's like who you're doing tonight. Look, I'm not really rooting for any one of these teams. Like, I don't really want any one of these. I hate both of them. But as I said, and I'll keep repeating it, I think it'll be more funnier if Spurs win. I think it'll be funny. Because Arsenal is going to be in the mud. Man United's going to be in the mud. It's going to be hella funny. Corner coming up for Spurs. Miss Root seems so far for every watch along. Corner for Spurs. That was actually a pretty dangerous corner. Once again, it's been well defended. Ahmad chasing. That's a foul. Miss, I sent the link. Video is there on YouTube. Okay, thank you, my man. Let me just see. Yeah, got it. Thanks, Shivendra. Thank you for the link. Appreciate that. Hey, Spurs inside the box. Oh, shot. Oh, it's blocked again. Well blocked from Man United. Ooh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. That's a foul. That's crazy. Was that Mazraoui? That's mad defending from Mazraoui. Eddie, Miz, please make sure you trim your beard for the game against Forest. We win when you do. Yeah, fair enough, man. Maybe I might have to trim again. That was dangerous, man. That was dangerous and still dangerous now for Spurs. Free kick coming up from a very, very dangerous position. Come on, Spurs. Adnan saying, miss timestamps, please. 11 minutes and 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I'm about 20 seconds behind real time. Everyone's asking me the same question. Who am I supporting? Who am I supporting? It's like my 50th time repeating. I don't feel like repeating anymore. Richarlison. Ooh. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, now Sanjay, no, you don't have to be sorry. I know you just joined. I know, but literally 50 people have asked me that same question. But yeah. Another corner coming up for Spurs. Lots of corners for Spurs already. Oh, that was another dangerous delivery, man. Yeah, Spurs are killing Man United, Adnan. Yeah. I kind of expected this. I did kind of expect this. I did expect this. People that are watching on X, you know who you guys are. Pop down to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Smash the like button. And watch from YouTube. Because, yeah, it looks like a lot of people are watching from X. Why did Son not start? I think he's injured, Adnan. Courtney Miz, you saw Saeed on TNT? No, I haven't. Send me the link. I'd love to see that clip. Dogu, well defended. Poro is a very good player, man. I like Poro. Can assist, can score goals. Son deserves a trophy. Yeah, he probably does, man. He's been such a loyal servant to Spurs for so many years. Ooh, Spurs almost stole the ball right there. Ball goes out wide to Dogu. Ball over the top. That's a very good ball, actually. Defended and it's gone out for a corner. Man United finally get a corner. Man United corner coming up. They're trying to get back into this game, Man United. It's a lovely ball from Harry Maguire to Dogu. Imagine Kane and Son win their first trophies the same year. Nice one. Yeah, true. I think Kane would have loved to win a trophy with Spurs, though. Obviously, won the Bundesliga, finally broke his trophy drought. But I'm pretty sure Kane would have loved to win a trophy with Spurs. Corner coming up for Man United. Man, they look so... almost. I thought that was going in. Wow. Ahmad. I said, look, 3 players, very important for Man United. Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire. I think those are the goal outlets. Man, that was close. What's Vicario doing, man? He was so far out. Spurs, they're uncomfortable with set pieces, man. They're so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Means I'm dying for the Saeed meltdown. Abel, London will still be blue even if Spurs win. Chelsea are about to complete the European trio trophy set. That's football heritage. That's good defending from Spurs. And goal breach, yeah. True. Come on. Live chat, smash up the like button. Get those likes up. Let's pump for 200 likes if we can. Spurs now moving the ball. Midfield. Solanke now. Dominic Solanke. The man I kind of thought was an outside chance for us last summer. I like Solanke. Liked him back in Bournemouth. Rich Allison with a cross and it's good defending from Luke Shaw. Throw in for Spurs now. Do we make top 5 on Sunday? Looks tough. It is definitely going to be tough. I mean, can we ask for a favor from Man United? Probably not. Because if Aston Villa lose, yeah, that'd be great. That would be our insurance policy, but I don't know if Aston Villa is going to lose. And then we got to win, obviously. If we don't win, if we lose, is there a scenario where if we lose, we can still make it through? Is there a scenario like that? If we lose, what do we need? Newcastle are in front of us. If we lose, we need Aston Villa to lose. But does that make us? Is there a scenario? Is there any scenario if we lose, we can still make it? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If we lose, we're done. Okay. So we can't lose. That's not even an option. Okay. Yep. Solanke is our academy player. I think. No, he is. No, I think he definitely is. If we lose, we are done because Forest will overtake. Yeah. We can't lose no matter what. So draw is the last resort. If we draw and Aston Villa draws, then we're still in, right? Nearly 20 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs nil, Man United nil. This game needs a goal immediately, man. This game needs a goal. Just to spice things up. DLM Superplex. Chelsea shouldn't be depending on other results, though. So you got to win. Yeah, no, 100%. Look, we got to take care of our business. We got to just... Because the future is in our hands, right? So we just got to take our business, take care of our business. And if we do that, then don't worry about what others do. If we win, that's it. We don't need to worry about anyone else. Man United inside the box now. Bruno Fernandes. Ooh, good cross, but straight to Vicario. And then it's still possible for City to miss Champions League if they lose and Chelsea, Villa, and Newcastle win. Wow. That's mad. Shivenda, does this game look like a UEL final? I mean, both teams, they lack something, don't they? And it's obviously it's clear to see in the league positions. Oh, Bruno Fernandes coughing up the ball, but somehow Man United still keep the ball. Well, I haven't seen Mason Mount in this game at all. Finally, I saw him, and he just got the ball taken off him. Foul, though. I'm scared of Maresca. He might be prioritizing Conference League over Champions League spot. Yeah, keen to see the lineup. But you'd think he shouldn't, because it's important for us to make it into Champions League. Man, who is this guy who just keeps making all of this accounts? Like, who is this guy, man? It's mad. How many more times am I gonna report this? Like, I mean, it's crazy. I know it has to be a bot, obviously. Yeah, it keeps creating multiple accounts. That's... How does YouTube allow to just make multiple accounts like that? It's back again. Oh my God. That's just mad. ESPN, NUHD.com. Like, they're just pumping accounts. Anyway. Not much I can do. But we could have gone top of the league had it been we beat Everton. Yeah, Conference League final will be more entertaining than this. Yeah, Yeah, look, I do want it to be an entertaining game, but I don't want it too entertaining for Real Betis, though. I don't want it too entertaining for them. The ball's gone out for a throw in. That was a poor pass from Pedro Porro. His teammates giving it to him as well. Basuma wins the ball in midfield. Basuma driving forward. Basuma, that's a bit too much. This ball goes out for a throw-in. Conference League final will be a mess of nerves, man. I prefer this game. To be honest, Betis is playing better than us. Better ball than us. Pedro Porro about to take this throw-in. And we need a goal, man. Come on. We need a goal. Pedro Porro. That's a handball. Cucurella will hide Anthony in his hair. Don't worry. As long as Anthony doesn't come out of that hair and surprise us. Surprise attack. Eddie saying Spurs are pathetic. What are these tactics? It's both teams are looking bad. Both teams are looking bad. Elendi, if we don't get Champions League, no chance we get Osimhen or Gyökeres. Look, even if we get Champions League, I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical, because I don't know how our owners and our directorships are running the show. Well, I do know how they're running the show. Are they going to change how we're running the show? That's the question. Ball smashed over the top. Solanke's there, does well, but very well defended by Harry Maguire there. Spurs win the ball back in midfield. Bentancur, Udogie, Richarlison now. It's just both the attacks are not good. Both the attacks are not good. Yeah, Betis will have 2 more days of rest than us. Yeah, they've been able to shift their game to Friday. And we obviously play on Sunday, which is the Premier League, it's the Premier League tradition. Final day, everyone plays on the same time. Corner for a corner. Dogu didn't need to put it out for a corner. This could be trouble. I've seen this play out many times where one team didn't need to kick, put the ball out, and they have for a corner, and it could lead to a goal. Let's see what happens here. Spurs. Corner coming up. Can this lead to a goal? Can this lead to a goal? Spurs corner coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Corner coming up. Oh. Nope. No goal at all. And it's gone all the way back to Vicario. Vicario pumps the ball forward. Smash up the like button. Miz, it's I'm yawning. It's 1 a.m. It's boring, and we need goals. It's a final, man. I thought these two teams will ball out and they'll score goals. They're not. Chelsea should get Bastoni and Mendes, please. Elendi, Miz, who do you think wins Champions League final? I want Luis Enrique. I know who I'm cheering for in the final, Luis Enrique. But Inter Milan, obviously, fantastic team. I think Inter Milan, they've got a game to... Whoa, Ahmad! Wow, Ahmad is the mad one for Man United, man. Ahmad is the key, X factor. But I feel like Simone Inzaghi, he could outdo PSG, because he's a master tactician, Simone Inzaghi. And Inter Milan recently lost in the Champions League final. They probably want to right that wrong. I really want this for Luis Enrique, man. I really do want this for Luis Enrique. News about PSG entering the race for Franco Mastuantano? Yeah. Is Luis Campos copying Clear Lake? Brother Miz, I'm only watching the watch along as the team's playing conservative football today. Is that why it is boring? Look, they're not playing conservative football. They're trying to be expansive, but they're not good enough. That's the problem. Only certain individuals are doing something like Ahmad for Man United. Both teams just lack the quality, man. They lack the quality. And already someone's injured. Romero's injured. Maybe he isn't injured. Nonso saying, lol, the two teams are bad. It's just so unfortunate that one of them will be in the Champions League next season, yeah? Cross blocked. It's gone out for another throw-in. Come on, man. Someone score. Someone do something. Man United, if it's Man United, do something. It's a wild cross from Ahmad. It's gone over the top. United linked with Delap, Gyökeres, and now Shirky. Pain, bro. Look, they don't want to be in this position ever again, 16th. They don't want to be there. They're going to try and do something about that. I'm seeing why these teams are 16th and 17th. I'm seeing why these teams are 16th and 17th. Yeah. How are 16th and 17th place teams in the final? How bad were the other teams? It just shows how strong the Premier League is. Like, this is of a season how pathetic Spurs and Man United have been. Yet they are still in the final of the Europa League, which means the top 15. I'd even say the entire Premier League, the entire Premier League could potentially go and compete in any other leagues seamlessly. Stephen, Ms. Bro, no Raw watch along this week. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. As soon as Eunice comes back, without Eunice, we don't want to just put out content for the sake of putting out content. We'll put out quality that we're all there in the one spot. Didn't want to do it without Eunice. And, obviously this week, Eunice is unavailable. We'll be back next week, though. We'll be back next week, God willing. And then, obviously, we'll be back for the PLE. Yeah. Goldbridge has 81,000 live. 81,000 live is more than the stadium attendance. He's an institution, man. He's an institution. Chris, this game is boring. Yeah, man. It is. It's just lack of quality, man. It's just so much lack of quality. DLN Superplex, do you think Liverpool or City consistently beat Villarreal, Sevilla, Betis, etc.? By the means, doubt it, to be honest. Similarly, Mainz, Frankfurt. They would. Liverpool and City would consistently beat Villarreal, Sevilla, Betis. I think they would. Come on. Here we go. Ahmad, you're going to pick up a yellow card, brother. Basuma was through. Ahmad should pick up a yellow for that. That's a yellow card. Yeah, Ahmad should pick up a yellow card. I don't think he will, though. "35 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen. 0-0. There you go. Yellow card for Ahmad. Because you look tired, Nidavi. No, I'm not tired. Just this game is not entertaining enough. Like, I mean, I woke up. It's like 5 a.m., man. Like, I shouldn't be tired. It's been busy lately, though. Like, work and everything has been busy. So fatigue from that perspective, sure. But I literally woke up. Probably didn't get enough sleep. So, but I don't feel tired. This game is not entertaining. When you're watching something and it's not really engaging your mind, you're gonna yawn. You're gonna be like, I'm not in, like, your interest level is going down. Halftime, go to the hub. Like if I'm watching the hub, let's say for instance, I'm not yawning. My senses would be wide open. But this game, it needs to spice things up. It needs to have a little bit of excitement. And when there's no excitement, you're gonna be like deflated. This is why sometimes I don't always like doing watch-alongs for obviously every Chelsea game, because we're all Chelsea fans. And even Chelsea games put us to bed, right? But this is why sometimes I'm reluctant to do like watch-alongs for every other game, because sometimes you can come across some boring matches, man. And then saying, what's the hub? Bro, he's talking about the porn hub, bro. Come on. Porn hub. On the hub, no yawning, just stiffiness. Stiffness. Steven's just is a bit of a joker. He's a bit of a joker. Alendi Miz, how do you balance YouTube, job, and kids? It's tough. Alendi, it's tough. And my job is like a lot of brain work, man. A lot of brain work. And what's Pornhub? Yeah, like my job is a lot of brain work. And it's not physical, but mentally you get tired. And then you have YouTube that you want to be able to put out content. Look, YouTube doesn't take up too much of my time, because I don't really edit or anything like that. And I know what I want to say, and I say it, and I put the video up. And when I'm live with you guys. And then when I'm done, it's finished. So YouTube doesn't take up too much of my time, but still, yes, it takes some time, obviously. And yeah, kids, look, I try and give my kids all the support and all the care all throughout the week, and then especially the weekend, like be with them as much as I can during the weekend. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to juggle everything. They say married men are the biggest aggregators to corn and OnlyFans content. I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. Mental fatigue can actually be exhausting. I think mental fatigue is far more exhausting than, like, say you went to gym and you got yourself physically exhausted. Like, physical exhaustion I don't think it's a huge factor. Like, it's a factor. It's not a huge factor. Mental exhaustion is, you won't be able to do nothing. Rich Allison, that's lovely work from Rich Allison. That's good defending from Man United. Very, very good defending. Director Dambies, who would you rather win on this match, Miz? All right. For all the people that didn't hear me previously, I'm swaying towards Spurs because I feel like it'll be funny to laugh at Arsenal, to laugh at Man United if Spurs win. If Man United win, I think they're going to laugh at us that they've made it into Champions League from 16th position. Yes, similar thing you can say with Spurs. They're making Champions League, but no one really cares too much about Spurs winning because they always lose, right? But it'll be funny to laugh at Arsenal because they've never won a European trophy and Spurs have won it. It'll be funny to laugh at Man United of how pathetic their season's been and they've lost the final. So that's the angle. So hopefully that is the last time I'm having to say this. Who are you going for? Who are you going for? Who are you going for? Elendi, are you a data analyst? No, credit analyst. Credit analyst. I'm a credit analyst. Corny, mentally tired, you feel physically tired too as a trucker. That's how I see it. Yeah. Yeah. But mentally tired, you're not capable of doing anything else after that. You just need to rest. Whereas I feel like if you're physically tired, you can still sit down, have a conversation. You can still operate. But when you're mentally tired, I find it very difficult to operate. English footy is so pathetic now. It's weirdos on Twitter laughing at rivals when they're 16th in the league and not winning anymore. Yeah. It's a good tackle. But Spurs win the ball back. Ball stolen, ball intercepted nicely there by Pape Matar. Richarlison now with the ball. Nice little pass. Bentancur. Back to Sarr. Cross coming in. Oh, that's in. There you go. Spurs have scored. He has scored. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. And there you go. Spurs 1-0. Finally a goal, man. Finally a goal to get us all excited. Is that offside? They'll look into that. Spurs are into the goal scoring category on this match. 1-0 for Spurs. Felt like that was a dangerous delivery from Sarr, and it got into a very, very juicy, part of that box. And both Solanke and Brennan the Rock Johnson. Yeah, no, that's a goal. I don't think that's offside. Onana's fumbled it big time. Onana has absolutely fumbled that. Oh, that's probably our own goal, That's probably an own goal. That's an own goal. I think that's an own goal. That's come from Luke Shaw. I think that's an own goal, but nonetheless, Spurs have scored finally. Arsenal fans. Where are the Arsenal fans? How are you feeling? How are you feeling, the Arsenals? Spurs have a lead 1-0 in this final. Finally. Adnan saying, Angelina. Nice, man. Nice. The year of underdogs, Miz. Oh, shit. I hope the year of the underdogs ends here. It ends here tonight. I don't want any more year of the underdog BS happening post tonight. Okay? We need to beat Nottingham Forest on Sunday. Spurs has brilliantly defended that time. Now Man United need to... Now what are you going to do? Now we're going to see an exciting game. Now Man United, they're 1-0 behind. They need to equalize. They need to come out and they need to play. Now we are going to see probably Spurs counter-attack. Now it's going to... That's why we needed that goal. We needed that goal to spice things up. But yeah, Ashraf, this underdog BS needs to... After tonight, it needs to cut. It needs to cut. No Real Betis and no Nottingham Forest BS. Goldbridge and his 81,000. Goldbridge fuming. I mean, look, it was poorly defended. It's poorly defended. But the cross was a juicy cross as well. It's a juicy cross. Basuma pumps the ball forward back to Man United. Harry Maguire now with the ball. Luke Shaw. Harry Maguire. Expression somewhere out there is having a lot of fun. A lot of fun. He's balling. He is balling, I'm sure. Abby as well. All the Spurs fans. Fuad. Tobes. I'm sure Tobes somewhere out there is having the time of his life. Miz, all the birds are winning this season. Crystal Palace, etc. Okay. Well, Forest, Nottingham Forest, they're not a bird, are they? They're not a bird. And Betis, they're not a bird either. So, thank God. That was a juicy cross, man. That was a juicy cross from Pape Metesa. Yeah, it sure should have been a little bit more aggressive there, man. Brennan Johnson, he threw himself out there for that cross. Onana, what's my name? See, that goal has woken all of us up. It has woken us up. Mike K, no, Miss Tobes is not there. I know he's not there. He's in Dallas, but I'm sure he's celebrating in Dallas somewhere, right? He's in the US for work. His team is in the final and couldn't make it. Yeah, look. Life. That's sometimes that's what happens. You know, he's got work and his work is demanding, and sometimes that's what happens. But I'm sure he's watching it. I'm sure he's watching it somewhere from US. We are not a bird either, Miz. Oh shit. Shivendra. Stephen Michaels, Ange's bird going in Amarim. First surname, is Onana worse than Sanchez? Wow, what a question. What a question. Is Onana worse than Sanchez? Probably is, you know, and that's something, because Sanchez is not good. Richarlison with a cross, no one's there. That was a bit of a mad cross from Richarlison. Ange rooting Amarim. Dr. MK7 in the building. It will be peak United TV if they lose. And is that halftime? That's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime. Halftime. Wow. Spurs leading 1-0 at halftime. I want to see what's going on elsewhere, man. Shall we laugh at some of the content makers out there? Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. I think it'll be funny. Let's see what Goldbridge is up to. 113,000 people live. All right, let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's check this out.
I mean, it's not even possible to play a pass like that. You literally can't. You're not.
Rance is live, Miz.
So he's trying to get it over their defender.
Where should we go?
With
Should we go Rance? You got to get on Rance stream.
It can't be done. And he tries to do it, and then we've lost the ball, and then they go up the other end, and lo and behold,
let's go to
they
Rance.
score a goal. And you know what? Just before that, Ahmad had a shot.
Let's go to
Glory
Rance.
boy. You.
Glory boy. Ahmad Glory boy. Some of the stuff that these guys are saying. I love it. See, we needed the goal. We needed that goal, man.
You get me?
We needed that goal. We need it.
Saying relax.
All right, let's see what Rance has to say.
I'm absolutely fuming, bro. Man said I keep telling you, man, that Onana dives and lands in the same place. He had his
Lads,
feet planted. How? I've never seen a keeper
ladies and
dive
gentlemen, can
the
you
way he
imagine
does,
his brother,
and
Spurs
he has
fan?
the mental awareness.
By
of
the
all
way,
fans
yeah,
as well.
Rance
Bro,
and
this is the thing.
expressions. Wow.
He can't move his feet, bro. The guy looks like he's in fucking custard, bro. Every time. This is what it is. He dives on the spot, bro. I've never seen anything like it. He dives in place, bro. It's like he tries to push to dive, but he's in custard, bro.
Expressions is cooking. Is Expressions live? Does anyone know? Is he live? Is he live?
And I said Amarim out playing with Onana, Shaw, and Hoyland is like starting with 8 men.
Let me know. Let me know if
intensity,
Expressions
quality,
is
though, but
live.
his club is sinking and
I wish
changing what's
Saeed went
happening
live,
with
man.
Ineos fraud watch. I hear you, Abdi, man. I hear you. Fuming, bro. I'm fuming, bro.
United have to win. Means who do you want as number 9 on the?
I said once my fat friend said,
Oh
he
no,
wasn't
man.
offended by what you
Maybe
said. I
Pedro
said it was
Neto.
just banned. No, I'm
Saeed,
being serious.
please.
Tell him lose weight, then it won't apply to him. I said that shit was Onana's fault. That guy don't know how to move. Bro, it was Luke Shaw's fault as well. Do you know what I mean? His positioning, yeah. But my thing is, yeah, it's one of them things where as a goalkeeper, yeah, you work on your reflexes every single day. A lot of the saves that they make are reflex saves. Most of the time, they don't know nothing about it.
That's true, you know. That's true.
They don't know
That's
nothing
true.
about them, bro. It's
Onana
not good
could have
enough.
done better. Onana definitely could have done better. Should have done better.
Man said the ball deflected off Luke Shaw. People never played keeper yapping. Bro, I think everyone understands that
That's
the ball deflected
so
off Luke Shaw.
true.
We've seen the replay about 10 times.
Mount
mate. Do you know what
ghosting
I mean?
again.
Thanks for the
Beautiful
update,
sight.
though. Yo,
Mount
my bro.
ghosting.
I know, man. I know. Matisse, I know, bro.
Oh, Matisse is calling.
I know, bro. I know, bro. All eyes are on the bench now, bro. Man, need a Xerxes rescue thing, bro. Because
That's
I don't
mad.
know, your guy
Matisse
Mason
has
Mount. I
just
can't lie.
called
You sold us a
Rance.
dodgy box, bro. It's not working.
I'm smoking a cigar, you know.
Hey, bro, listen, it's not over yet, man. Put the cigar away, bro. We doing?
Now, this is, I've seen you do this in a lot of videos, so I thought it's only right.
Yeah, but bro, listen, it's one of them ones where, bro, I smoke a cigar when it's over. It's not over yet, bro. You know the ones there.
It's not over, but brother, I'll tell you something. If you don't come back.
Hey, bro, we got Rasmus on the bench, bro. We got Kobe on the bench. It's not over, bro. It's not over. We got bench.
Brother, you know what, yeah, that's it. Excellent. The next podcast, I don't know, man. I wouldn't show up.
Brother, we have a bench, bro. You get me? It's not over. You know the way there, like, bro, man. Bro, listen, I'm clutching at straws at the moment.
Everyone say check
we got bench, bro.
Maybe I need to check Matisse.
You on that bench, brother?
And bro, listen, we got Kobe and we got Xerxes on the bench, my bro.
Let's have a look at Matisse. Is he actually smoking a cigar? Oh.
With HubSpot's Breeze Customer Agent, you can scale up without slowing down. So you can provide the support of more use. Impossible growth made impossibly easy. HubSpot.
Oh man, come on, ads.
So no one can't say
He's actually smoking
I was a bit surprised
cigar.
as well, to be honest. I didn't even know he was fit.
I said, why is Shaw there, bro? Even when I was predicting the lineups, I predicted
Matisse is actually smoking a cigar.
and I predicted Dallo at wing back, bro. I did not predict Luke Shaw to start. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah, by the way, why has Luke Shaw started?
Literally, all
Why
the bad
did
things we've done defensively,
Dallo
we've
should
been
have?
holding on.
Yeah, to be honest, Dallo
Bro.
should have.
You know what it is? Tottenham are missing Madison and Kulusevski, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Madison's
it's
on the
mad.
bench, isn't he?
It's mad.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, Madison's
I don't
not on the
think he is.
bench.
I think he travelled, bro.
Nah, bro.
No,
I saw
no.
Tel Odebird and all sorts of.
I think this might be over for Man United. You know what? Live chat. I can't see how Man United come back from this.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I know
But you
that
never know,
he
man.
has to
Man
make
United
it
done some mad
shit on
stuff.
the ball, so when I looked at that midfield, I said, yo, they might try and do a job on us, bro. Like, we've seen Liverpool play Fabinho, Henderson, and Luna in midfield, bro.
Why is he giving the cigar,
Like,
BJ?
technicians in midfield. All you need is,
You're a
like,
bad man,
resilient,
Zach.
robust midfielders. Because, bro, Man United ain't going to create loads of chances. We know
Damn
straight.
Cigar.
That was bro. This is the worst cup final I've ever watched. This is disgusting.
It's awful, bro. Spurs Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
this has been so
Yeah.
much worse.
It's actually been a
game.
boring.
Bro, this is a
final.
disgrace. We're
really
here
has.
gathered around. I got popcorn, I got whiskey and coke, I got cigars, I got ashes. I'm not gonna lie, for whoever loses. We are here waiting to be entertained, and you man are serving up disgusting football.
This was like watching Wakey Wines and Modine fight. You know that one? Like 1 minute rounds, man were out of breath after 10 seconds. This is what it looks like, bro. I'll be honest. Like it really does. It really does look like that. Like this is what the game is. There's no quality, bro. So it's just one of them ones. I don't know where a goal's coming from, bro.
That goal better arrive.
I have to keep believing, bro. Casemiro, man. You get me? Or penalty, maybe. I don't know.
If that goal doesn't arrive, brother, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do with that review, with the Oozing Band Sports, with brother, all of the commitments, all of
Eunice
the
is not happy.
The DGs, the shows. I don't know what's gonna happen, brother.
Matisse is on a mad one, man. I can't believe he's actually.
If I was you, I would look up flights to Honolulu
Son
and I would go to
off the
Hawaii
bench.
for a month.
Do you know what? I want to see what Goldbridge is saying. I want to see what Goldbridge is saying.
You know the ones that I haven't put past this evening.
Yeah.
I want to see what Goldbridge is saying. Let's see what Goldbridge is
Luke
up
Shaw is mainly to blame, and Bruno gives the ball away in the build-up. Like there are contributing factors. What if our destiny is to lose so the club can be sold? Says Violet. I don't know where this. I don't know where this selling of the club actually comes from. Really, I don't.
So I'm saying, call Mana. Let him enjoy. Let him enjoy. He's calling all the Man United. We'll obviously talk when we have Chelsea games on. Don't worry.
Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised. We've been feeling like this all season. This was a lifeline, and they've not grabbed it.
Do you know what though?
It's a similar situation to 99. It's similar to 99. If I'm the manager, I'm saying to those, "Talk that trophy," and at the end of the game, they're going to be picking it up, and you're all going to be feeling sorry for yourself, and no one's going to feel sorry for you.
Spurs are the superior team here. Like when you look at both teams,
no one's going to feel sorry for you. So you better turn it on in the next 45 minutes. Otherwise, you're going to get absolute pouters. There'll be nowhere to hide. No one's going to feel sorry for you. They won't. You've got no money in the bank. This season is the worst ever Premier League season Man United have had. There's no money in the bank if you lose. There's no tough luck. You are going to.
This is why I want Man United to lose.
You better turn it around.
This is why I need them to lose.
Leon will mean nothing. We may as well get a rubber out and raise Leon. That will mean nothing if we lose this final. It's gone. It didn't mean anything. So
I wish Leon was in the final.
Turn this around, and
Leon deserved it.
Maybe some ways, if we can get the goal back, Spurs will start to panic. But what I can see Spurs doing
is trembling.
Is,
Haaland trembler. Amorim is
at
trembling.
some point just to counter and run the ball. Look, if Spurs had been playing differently in the first half, I'd have a little bit more hope. But they're playing part the bus counter attack, so they're going to keep.
Guys
doing
got 120,000 live. 120,000.
Tabish says, right, Rio's saying Dorgu should have alerted Shaw. Agree. Says Tabish. I don't think there's time enough to do it, mate. Can we acknowledge that Ricky's takes on Mount and Shaw are bad? Let's not just have Lindelof now, says John. Do you believe if United makes a comeback, then Gyökeres may join United?
Flop.
What do you think he's set for Arsenal?
What
DJ,
a flop.
I can't be talking about that.
Surely Mason
We'll never know if we lose.
needs to be sold. Surely.
Luke Shaw hasn't been the same since the PSV game in 2015, and yet about 3 years ago, he's one of the best left backs.
They're not bots,
Yami. Soham.
Like
Anana has the reaction time of a beanstalk, says Silent. Anana has concrete in his boots. Muppet. Come on, lads. Fire up for the second half, says Neptune. I'd rather see Helen in goal, says Drew. Mark, been watching.
By the way, is DR Sports doing a watch along here?
I know.
Is DR Sports doing watch along?
I know.
Maybe we should tune in on
that. I'm massively disappointed, as I think we all are at the moment, because it's exactly what we've been talking about on the channel for the last week. It's the mistakes.
Yeah, let's go to DR Sports.
With Bruno's
let's see what's going on to DR Sports.
It's not just Anana.
Because I want to
and Shaw.
I want to see
It's the same old things happening again.
What Spurs fans are saying as well, man. It'll be cool to. Yeah, here we go. Surely they have like a Spurs representative
This powerful
here.
heater can heat up any room in seconds without the high electric.
I don't care about this powerful heater. Actually, that's not bad, that heater.
I like that one. El Clasico is in the amount of L's they've held this season. Ty, my deaf grandmother, was watching this and got up and turned off the
Spurs
TV
fans.
due to your crying, annoying.
And none of the
he
Spurs
shouted,
fans doing any watch-alongs.
He shouted,
I'm not crying. Your grandmother said that it's a shame that she's related to you. That's why she got up and turned off the TV. Don't try no nonsense. Okay, go to bed. Is what she said.
Ty, would you rather Spurs win tonight?
Ty's
Robbie,
a funny guy.
Pardon?
Ty's a
Tickle
funny
you
guy.
straight for 5 minutes. What's that?
What are you talking
What
about?
is guys
Second half
doing?
about to start.
Go away,
I think
man.
he'd prefer the tickling.
Go away.
Ty Juventus bigger than Arsenal,
is that Abby?
invincible,
They
I can
wish
see
they
and
Abby
the
on
champions.
TV.
Yeah, so
I can see Abby. I'm seeing Abby on
invincible
TV.
in the Premier League. Goodbye.
And there's the tweet. If you win a trophy next season, I'll give you £1,000. Well,
That is
you are
embarrassing.
45 minutes away from losing £1,000, Mr.
As I said,
Robin.
it's just going to take some manoeuvre, some money from one foot to another. It's all-
Look at the way you say it.
If Spurs win
No,
the
because I've
Europa
got
League,
1,000 coming.
Thing is,
now.
right, it's not over yet. It's only
not
half
over.
time.
It's
Yeah,
not
boy.
over.
if Spurs win the Europa League and qualify for
At
the
the
Champions
moment.
League with the trophy, does it expose top four success as empty?
All right, second
Is
half
silver
about
the
to
real
start,
measure?
ladies and gentlemen. We're
Depends what
gonna stop this, and we're gonna get back into the watch along. I don't know, man. I feel like it's over. I don't want to jinx it as well, but I feel like Spurs have got this because Spurs still have a lot of firepower to come from the bench. Spurs still got a lot of firepower to come from the bench. So yeah, I just remembered. I almost forgot. Second half about to start very, very soon. I got to quickly go and pray. Smash up the like button, as Shivendra is saying over here. Smash up the like button, guys. I got to quickly go and pray. I'll be back. Cannot miss out on the prayer. Must remember the Lord above. This is why we are all here. Purpose of life. I'll be back. Give me literally 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, and we're going to kick things off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Still 1-0. Still 1-0. Come on. It's going to be a nice second half. It's going to be a very, very nice second half. Come on. First Newcastle, then Harry Kane and Palace, and now Spurs. What's happening? Come on, United. I hope it all ends today. I don't want any more shenanigans. Free kick from a very dangerous position coming up for Man United. Bruno Fernandes. He needs to do something. He needs to do something for Man United. Once again, big game, final. I still remember when Man United, they were in the final against Villarreal in the Europa League. It was Europa League again. And they lost that. I remember Villarreal won. And on that final as well, Bruno Fernandes, he went missing. I still remember that. This guy just keeps going missing. Romero versus Harry Maguire. Why not? Director Dambies, we are beating Nottingham. Come on. Højlund makes Jackson world class. Man, Højlund he's one of the worst, He's one of the worst. Unless he somehow upgrades massively over the summer and next season, he adapts. This guy looks like one of the worst strikers. Jackson's far better, man. Look, I know Jackson gets a lot of flack, man. He gets a lot of flack. There's a bit of value in Jackson, There's quite a lot of value in Jackson. There's a lot of things that Jackson does well. Obviously, the biggest thing that we want him to do well in is be a clinical striker, and that's where he lacks. Also, obviously, decision making, not always the best decision maker, but sometimes the way Jackson carries the ball, sometimes his link up is good. His partnership with Cole Palmer. Jackson's not all bad. Like, there's a lot of good. There is a lot of good. That's what I've said recently. I don't know if I would get rid of Jackson. I wouldn't get rid of Jackson. I'd keep him as a squad player that he can learn from an experienced striker and then, develop into a much better striker. Who's Jackson's competition now? He's got no competition, Jackson. How's he going to develop? You need to have proper competition. Bissouma. Nafan, value in the championship for Jackson. That's why we should be careful about Sesko and Ekitike. Yeah, look, none of these names. Honestly, Jackson, if you line him up against Sesko and Ekitike, I think Jackson will probably do better because of that experience in the Premier League. Like Sesko and Ekitike, they'll take time to get used to the Premier League. And, are we going to be patient again? This is what, we need experience. We don't need Ekitike and Sesko. Like, we need strikers at top of their mark, like Osimhen, man. Just go, or Gyökeres. Let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. Osimhen, apparently, as per Jonathan Mikel, Osimhen is apparently just a phone call away. All right, Swoosh, just calm down, my man. You've smashed this same comment like about 15 times now. Just calm down. Bunch of fake Chelsea fans in the comments. Hey, you're hyping up Spurs for that. I want Chelsea to lose the final. So these Spurs fans, you Chelsea fans, was hyping. I don't even know what you're saying, to be honest. At this moment, I'm not even sure what you're saying. New name was throwing recently our friend from Brighton to the rescue. Yeah. João Pedro. It's a foul. That's a foul. Spurs are now literally, what is that? 36 minutes away. Look at this guy. Swoosh. Miss, how you a Chelsea fan and want Spurs to win? You can't make this up. Well, let me explain to you something, Swoosh. First of all, I don't want any of these. I don't like any of this team. Similar thing I could say, how do you want Man United to win, man? I get it. Look, I live in Sydney, Australia. I don't live in London. So I know there's a huge rivalry. Chelsea, Spurs, there's a big rivalry. I get that. I understand that. But I don't feel that inside me. I hate Spurs, but probably not the level as the people in London feel at Stamford Bridge, how they sing about Spurs. I probably don't feel that way because I didn't grow up there. I didn't grow up in an area where, I'm meeting Spurs fans. Like, it's different. For me, it was Man United growing up. Well, when I say growing up, like when I started watching Premier League football, it was Man United. They were the biggest rivals. Spurs were never a rival for Chelsea Football Club. Spurs were irrelevant. Like, you have to understand, I'm an international fan. I don't live in London. So I'm never going to completely fathom that hatred that you might have for Spurs. Like, I hate Spurs as well, but not probably to the level that you do. For me, Man United was the big thing. Like, they were always there. They were the thorn. When we were trying to win the Premier League, it was Man United that's trying to chase us down. Champions League final, if you remember, 2009, right? The final that we lost, Man United. In this game, what does it matter if Spurs lose? Like, say Spurs lose. How is it any more funny? Like, Spurs are a laughing stock anyway. How's it even more funny if they lose? It doesn't change anything. It just means that they're just a bunch of losers. But if United lose, you see how panicked Rants, Goldbridge, Saeed, all of these Faz, all of these people are going to be. It's going to be funny. You see how panicked Arsenal fans are going to be if Spurs win a trophy. So I hope now I've given you a different perspective, Swoosh. Broaden your senses. Look, I completely understand that you don't want Spurs to win because you probably, I don't know, maybe you grew up in that area. Maybe you grew up in London. And you get that. Like, I get why Yunus feels like that. Like, he grew up in London. Yunus grew up. Like, he can't have Spurs. I get that. Oh, Swoosh is an Arsenal fan. Why am I even talking? Why am I even talking? Spurs not relevant to me. I only know 2 Spurs fans out of the hundreds of United fans. Yeah. So all these trolls that Hazard, Lampard, etc. hated Spurs, you guys don't feel the same way? Yeah, we hate Spurs. We hate them, but in this game, I think it would be far more funnier if Man United lose. It would be far more funnier. It would be a complete meltdown. Yeah, we have no options here. Exactly. Like, it's as if you're pitting Spurs with, like, I don't know, let's just say Aston Villa or something. You're pitting Spurs with Man United. Like, we hate both of them. Swoosh, but I see a lot of fake Chelsea fans in the chat. Bro, what do you know, bro? What do you know about Chelsea fans? What do you know? You act as if you know everything about Chelsea. Like, Chelsea fans are not just situated in London. They're all over the world. They're all over the world. Oh, that was dangerous, man. When's Man United going to throw the kitchen sink, man? I'm waiting for Man United to throw the kitchen sink. Come on, Man United. Throw the kitchen sink, man. Togu. Shaw. Mount. That was a good turn. Mount. It was going nowhere. That was actually a nice turn. Reminded me of the turns they used on the half turn they used to do for us. Yeah, this is the thing. G-Force is the Chelsea versus Spurs rivalry is really only in London. International United are exactly like if people stepped out, if the Chelsea fans stepped out from London and saw the world outside, people don't give a damn about Spurs, you know. Like, I barely talk about Spurs because they're just irrelevant to me. Oh, Ahmad could have tripped down if he wanted to there. Would have got himself a penalty, maybe. Like, no one talks about Spurs internationally, man. No one talks about Spurs. People talk about Man United. Big time. Like, all my friends here in Australia, none of them are Spurs fans. They're either Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea. None of them are. Oh. Man United not throwing the kitchen sink. They still need to throw the kitchen sink. But yeah, internationally, no one gives 2 cents about Spurs. No one. So them winning means nothing to me. Means nothing. Means nothing. Man United winning is a problem. Is a problem because not only Champions League, and then they're going to start attracting big players. You know, players that we are kind of going for. And the meltdown. Yeah. In Canada, we hate United as Chelsea fans. I know 2 Spurs fans here. There you go. There you go. They see it all around the world too, and they like to hate Spurs, bro. They see it all around the world too, and they like to hate Spurs, bro. Yeah, I doubt it, Kerry. I doubt it. Anyway, here comes Spurs counter-attack coming up. People clown the Conference League, but Betis would beat both these teams. United can't throw the kitchen sink. It's rotten. Swoosh again. You'll never see a Liverpool fan supporting Everton in a final against Real, even though Everton is irrelevant. So what you're saying is don't make sense. At least Liverpool fans have morals. Okay. Okay. Here comes Spurs. Counter-attack is on. Counter-attack is on. It is on. And they're through. Oh, my days. Brennan Johnson. My God, you screwed up in a gargantuan manner. In a gargantuan manner. Brennan Johnson. Was that Brennan Johnson or was that Solanke? That was Solanke. That was Solanke. Sorry, that was Solanke. That was Solanke, by the way. I don't even know a single Spurs fan. I'd rather have them win. I know plenty of United fans. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know where these people think. I swear, I don't know a single Spurs fans, man. I've never come across a Spurs fan in Australia. I really haven't. So for me, what rivalry? There are different ways of support. Like, there are different ways to look at your team, you know. Like, I don't have to be on the bandwagon of how things are in London. Like, Chelsea are a international club. Like, we don't have to all feel the way how everyone is feeling in London. So there are different ways. Like, for me, Arsenal, I hate Arsenal like with a passion, man. Because as I said, when I was growing up, Man United, Arsenal, like, these are the teams. Like, I hate them with a passion. Spurs, honestly, I never even paid attention to Spurs. I never paid attention to Spurs. It might have been different if I was in London. If I lived in London, maybe it might have been different. Richie CFC, thank you, my man. Man United are frauds. They are. Well, I don't even know if they're frauds. They're not good. I don't know. And this is the Man United that we saw against us on the weekend. If our performance was a little bit better, we would have smoked them because they weren't good. They weren't good. Yeah, Adnan, I think I hate Arsenal the most as well. I hate. Here's my order: Arsenal the most, Man United close second, and Liverpool very close third. They're not too far away from each other. But Arsenal, I hate the most. Or the pleasure I get when I see Arsenal Football Club in the mud. That's number one. Yeah, the rest. Spurs. I don't watch Spurs games. I don't really keep a track of how they do. So yeah. Yeah, it's a London thing. It's a London thing. Yeah, it's a London thing. Let's keep it at that. It definitely is a London thing. It's not an international thing. By no means. It's not. Internationally, more Arsenal and Man United. And Liverpool. Oh, look at all those Spurs fans. So happy. Spurs players are already wasting time. Richarlison wasting time. Bit too early to waste time, no? So early. And all of this time is going to be added on anyway. Son, can you do something for me? Oh, here comes Son. Sonny. Dagger. Son Dagger coming up. Son Dagger. Richarlison coming off. Sonny coming on now. 1-0. It's a slim lead. Ange Postecoglou gives Richarlison a kiss. And the captain, Sonny, is on. Son Dagger calling it now, G-Force. If United lose, you think Amorim is gone? I don't think so. Look, if Amorim is gone, that would be so naive from United. Like, United actually have a very good manager. They have a very good manager. Like, people need to understand, like, Amorim, when he took over Sporting, like, Sporting weren't the biggest, like, they were a big club, obviously, in Portugal, but the biggest talk were Porto and Benfica. Porto and Benfica were the biggest talk. And you know, he took over Sporting and he made Sporting extremely relevant again. Then he won trophies there, league titles, yellow card for Basuma. And he made Sporting, you know, somewhat competitive in the Champions League as well. Like, this is not some sort of a rubbish manager. And look at the caliber of players that he was building up over there. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, Amorim is a good manager, and Man United, long ball. Oh my days! What? Oh my goodness me! What a goal line save! Wow! You just know when they do stuff like that, they're winning it. They're winning a silver type clearance. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness me. Holy smokes. Vicario, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, was that Porro? Was that Pedro Porro? Was that? Who was that? Was that? Nah, Mickey van der Ven. That was Van der Ven. That was Van der Ven. Incredible. When you're making saves like that, you know it's probably going your way. It's probably going your way. All of their players are going up to them and saying, "You're all right. You're all right, Mickey." Must be winded after that one. That was an unbelievable save. Wow. Yes, Silva-esque. Silva-esque. Do you remember in the Champions League final, Rudiger in the Champions League final against Manchester City? Oh, I still get goosebumps thinking about that, man. As The Rock does. Rudiger in the Champions League final. Oh my God. That last ditch tackle. Incredible. I knew as soon as Rudiger made that tackle in the final, in the Champions League, I knew it's for us. Stars are aligned for us. And that tackle from Mickey van der Ven, the stars are aligned. The stars are aligned for them. They are possessed. They want this badly. They want it. They want it badly. That's huge. That was a huge moment in the game. Huge moment. Spurs are 20 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen. They're 20 minutes away. Spurs are 20 minutes away. Remember how Rudiger broke KDB? A shoulder barge. Absolutely. That was KDB had his sockets all gone. Interception. Rudiger was a monster that game, man. I miss those days. I miss those days. Glory days. Son steals the ball. Ball's been stolen back from him. That block from Rudiger on Foden. Oh. Garnacho, Alejandro Garnacho. Time to watch Garnacho football now. Garnacho coming on. Xerxes coming on as well. Wow. Højlund has been pathetic. Pathetic. This will now test. I think now Man United going. About to throw the kitchen sink. Man United about to... Mason Mount, what a rubbish final from him. What a rubbish final. Amorim is Villas-Boas 2.0 is... I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. Yeah. What was Villas-Boas' history in Porto before he joined us? Like, how was he absolutely killing it as well? Like, did he win titles after titles? Like, Amorim was multiple titles with Sporting, not just once, not a one-hit wonder sort of thing. And like, what is it with Man United? Everyone's like a rubbish manager now. Ten Hag's rubbish. We saw what Ten Hag was doing in the Champions League. You remember the Ajax with Ziyech, with De Ligt, with that was it. That was it. Wow, Bruno Fernandes. What a miss. What a miss. What a miss. Free header. Mazraoui with a beautiful cross. Oh my God, that's bad. By the way, Erik ten Hag, Ajax thrashed us. Yeah, I remember that game. I remember watching it at work. That Ajax team pummeled Real Madrid. I know that Ajax team ultimately lost to Spurs and bottled it, but are all these managers rubbish? Ten Hag rubbish. Amorim rubbish. Everyone's rubbish. Everyone's rubbish. I don't know. Good tackle. Adnan, I miss where you supporting in this. You're such a cheeky guy, Adnan, bro. You're such a cheeky one, bro. You know what you're doing. Shivendra, 185 watching. Come on, guys, pump the likes, man. Swoosh, by the way, who do you support? Can you let me know? Swoosh, who do you support? Because I can't tell by your... I'm not sure. Are you an Arsenal fan? Not really sure. You got the red background. Makes me think maybe you're a Liverpool or an Arsenal fan, but I don't know. Who do you support? Who do you support? The Portuguese Cup and the Super Cup, he was also the youngest manager to win a European competition at that time at 33 years old. See, yeah, but so Portuguese Cup and the Super Cup, and he was also the youngest manager to win the European competition at that time. Oh, Garnacho! Wow. Man United in the last 10 minutes have been pumping. Shot. That's a big save. That's a huge save from Vicario. Yeah. I think Spurs, they're now making some big saves, man. You just feel that it's written for them. It's written for them. It's written. So yeah, Mike K. Villas-Boas, what he's done, and compare that to what Amrim's done at Sporting. It's night and day. Amrim's done a lot better. Amrim's done a lot better. Swoosh supports VAR. Swoosh, you still haven't told me who do you... Oh, you do support Chelsea. Okay. Okay. Well... Son on a counter-attack. Oh, come on, man. Son, you needed to let that one go. Ashraf, this Son version is bad. Man, why is my stream so far behind? I don't like how my stream is so far behind. Can I get something a little bit... Here comes Garnacho. Garnacho. That's a foul, no? No, that's not a foul. All right, I'm going to try and... Because why is it so slow? I don't like how I'm so far behind. I'm going to try and see if on the internet, like if I put it through... if I put it through my laptop, if it's going to be faster or not. Because, yeah, I don't like it how I'm so far behind. Miz is behind as well. I don't want to be behind. I want to have a stream that is somewhat close. But let's see. Nah. I just can't beat it. I'm always going to be 20 seconds behind, it seems like. Yeah. I'm always going to be about 20 seconds behind. Yeah. Can't do anything about it. Ahmad now with the ball. Zerks, no, Euro. Spurs are literally just trying to defend now. They're trying to protect this 1-0. Reja Park, thank you, my man, for the super chat. Ms. Anthony Bancho Taylor is our ref on Sunday. FA is corrupt. They know there will be 48 yellow cards and a mess of a game. Oh, my God. Like that game needed more spice. And now we've got Anthony Taylor as well. Look, do you know what? Anthony Taylor in the last few games been quite fair, I feel like. But obviously, we know the history, what he's done to us. It would have been better without him. But maybe he's finally here to put the dagger on us. Maybe he's finally here to put the dagger. Brennan Johnson now coming off, ladies and gentlemen. Danso coming on. It's going to be all defense now. Spurs are just going to defend. That's it. It's shut up shop time. They brought on another defender. They're just going to try and defend this. Man United, it's, bro, just like throw everything. Just throw everyone up front. There's no point anymore. Euro. Ahmad. Cross coming in. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Sufyan Miz, what's been worse? Bangladesh losing. Oh, Sufyan, stop it with the Bangladesh talk all the time, bro. Why you keep reminding me? Trying to watch this game and you want to put salt on my wounds, man. I know we've been bad, bro. I know. Do you know how pathetic it is losing to UAE? I know. And here you are trying to talk like, why? What? Do you get pleasure? Do you get pleasure out of that? Stop, bro. I'm watching this game, man. Come on. Royce and Miz, did you hear all 20 FAs of 32 clubs taking part in Club World Cup have decided to open special transfer window? Yeah, no, but that, Royce, that's old news. That's old news. Yeah. That's what, yeah, this special transfer between 1st of June till 10th of June, yeah, it's old news. It's why a lot of these teams, clubs are trying to make their business happen immediately. Shreya, are you from Bangladesh? Yes. Backgrounds from Bangladesh, yes. Cross coming in. Ooh, well defended. Spurs just defending their life, defending for their life now. Euro. Oh, teasing cross. Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho. It's been defended again. Sorry, Miss just joined. Was busy working. Fair enough. I see people say the game's not good now. The game hasn't been that great. Garnacho is rubbish. You're right, Ashraf. Garnacho is rubbish. And this is the guy that we're linked with, Garnacho. We're linked with Garnacho. Oh, well done, Solanke. Go, Solanke. Sonny. Oh. It's a very good tackle from Mesraoui. Shreya, wow, I'm from Kolkata, India. Very nice. They'll give 7 extra minutes for United. Yeah, 100% they will. Cross coming in, no one there. Vicario should collect that. About 8 more minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 8 more minutes left. And then added on time. Spurs can smell it. Spurs can smell it. Betis have a bird anywhere? And Nottingham, I don't think so. I don't think they have. None of them have a bird. We don't have a bird either. Son. Harry Maguire waving the players to go forward. Spurs have got a lot of defenders now. Hella defenders. Ball over the top. That'll be too easy for Basuma. Oh, sorry, Odogi. Euro keeps the ball in. Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw. Garnacho. Back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw will size up across. No. The ball needs to get to Bruno Fernandes, man. Bruno Fernandes needs to ping one from outside the box. Ahmad now. Ahmad. Nope. Oh, that's pathetic from Ahmad. That's pathetic. Ojogi. They're not really going for this counter. No. Oh, what? I don't think that was a foul, man. I really don't think that was a foul. Wow. Was that really a foul by Xerxes? Xerxes. Keep saying Xerxes. Xerxes, I don't really think that was a foul, you know. I don't really think that was a foul. Maybe it was. Women's Champions League final between Arsenal and Barcelona. I hope Arsenal gets slapped. Barcelona beat Chelsea 4-1 both times. I hope so. I want Arsenal to win anyway. Who's this guy? Mezraoui? Is that Mezraoui crying? Spurs going to play Champions League next season, and imagine Chelsea miss out. Oh, look, we'll only have ourselves to blame, and that's all I can say. I hope we can make it to Champions League. You know, it's going to be sad either way. Like Man United could make Champions League, and we could miss out. Like it doesn't really matter. Like this situation here is bad for us anyway. Like this situation, it doesn't matter who wins. Like if Man United win and we don't win, we're in either Europa or hopefully we win the Conference League, so we are in Europa, and Man United will be in the Champions League. And if Spurs win, Spurs will be in the Champions League, and if we don't win, then we're potentially in the Europa League. So don't matter. It really don't matter. I wish I was in their position to be able to play this final and go into Champions League. Like Chelsea would have taken care of either of these teams. Chelsea would have taken care of Spurs and Man United. We would have beaten them. Mrs. Boss from work. Hey, Miss, you've been working real hard recently and you're on the verge of getting a raise. However, let's play double or nothing. Chelsea get UCL. 2x your current salary, Chelsea. Miss out your free work. Nah, man. I ain't doing no free work. Yeah, that account is crazy. The internet is mad. Look, another Londoner here. Yeah, MK. Spurs can't win a trophy, please. No. Look, it's bad situation. This game is bad situation for us anyway. But I'm just going to laugh so much if Spurs win and United fan base are going to be in the mud. Nihal in the building. Miz, score some goals. I want to sleep. Nihal, don't go to sleep. I still need that thumbnail. Don't go anywhere. Post-match, I need a thumbnail. Love you, my man, Nihal. Thank you always, bro, for looking after me. This Man United team is rubbish. Oh, look at look at Romero and Maguire go at each other. Argentina versus England. Love to see Bruno cry. Yep, Spurs hold. 3 minutes left. Whoa. What's going on? Fight, finally a fight. Yeah. Romero now trying to waste a bit of time. But Maguire and Romero going at each other. God, I hate Romero. I actually hate him too. I remember what Romero did to Enzo Fernandez. That was a bad tackle. If you guys remember, that tackle he had on Enzo Fernandez. I know we beat them, and I loved that. But that tackle he did on Enzo Fernandez was a dirty tackle. And that's his teammate. I'm pretty sure it was Enzo Fernandez, wasn't it? He did a dirty tackle. Got a red card for it. I'm sure. Yeah. I remember Romero getting a red card for that. Yeah, Romero pulled Cucurella's hair too. Yeah, I don't like him one bit. But today, fair enough, no problems against Harry Maguire. Ms. Imran Hashmi. Oh my God, where are all these accounts coming from? I'm pretty sure that's Sufyan. Couple of players coming on for Spurs. DJ Spence and Archie Gray looks like. There's literally 1 minute left and then there's extra time after that. Can Spurs hold on? Love to see Mount cry. Yes, love it. Love it. I can't. You know what we're gonna do straight after the match? We're gonna go to all of the Man United content makers, and we're gonna see what they have to say. Oh, it's gonna pop off. It is going to pop off. After this watch along will be the real show. Udogie has been really good, solid Udogie. After the watch along, do not go anywhere. The real fun will begin after. We're going to do the rounds. We're going to go all the content makers' pages, see what they're up to. His rivalry aside, Son will finally lift a trophy. Yeah. Yeah. Seven added minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 7 added minutes. 7 minutes. Wow. Let's see. Adnan, I'm here for the tears. Me too, man. Me too. It's spicing up now. It is spicing up. I'm definitely here for the tears. Ferguson time. I'm scared. Who's going to get a yellow? Someone's about to get a yellow. This ref is now dishing yellows to everyone. He's dishing yellow cards. Lindelof or someone's getting a yellow. Lindelof, what are you doing, brother? You're not even involved. You can see it's boiling point. The Man United content is going to be mind-blowing. Mind-blowing Man United content if United lose. Do you see why I want United to lose? It's you don't understand. Until obviously our matches happen, at least we can have some fun. The next 24 hours, it's all going to be Man United content from the other side of the coin. I'm telling you right now. We're just going to be visiting everyone and laughing our heads off. Oh, Harry Maguire. Look at Danzo. Look at Danzo. Look at Romero pumping. They are pumped. Harry Maguire in those areas, dangerous, Harry Maguire. When that ball is getting drifted in like that and Harry Maguire is on the prowl, yeah, And he won the header as well. He won the header. And that's gone out. By the way, Danzo looks like a unit, man. I want to see Saeed crying. Miz, you should do reactions to United content. I will. 100. Shervin, the next 24 hours. Oh, look at this. Is that a United fan that's crying? The next 24 hours, I could care less about Chelsea content. I'm just going to be, or maybe we'll have both. Or the morning one will be United content, and then the evening one, Chelsea content. But content, nonetheless, for sure. We wait for Saeed in the car park. The car park of Spain. The Spanish car park. Still 4 minutes though. Still anything can happen, but it seems like maybe Spurs have got this, man. Garnacho, Alejandro Garnacho. Euro. 4 more minutes to go. Less than 4 minutes to go. Ahmad's not been good. There was just a one chance in the beginning that he had in the first half, but that's it. Euro now. Spurs can smell it. If you smell what the Spurs are cooking. Spurs can literally smell it now. Garnacho cross coming in. And it's been defended massively by Basuma. Bruno Fernandes. Out wide to Ahmad. Ahmad cross coming in. Oh, it's been defended. My days. Spurs defending with their life. Spurs, you just know they're defending with their life, man. They are defending with their life. Euro. Ahmad. Dalot. Euro. Cross again. And it's been defended again. Bruno Fernandes is going to go for it. Fernandes. Garnacho. Oh, my days. It's all over the place. Bruno Fernandes. No. Garnacho. Garnacho. Euro. Is he going to have a pop? Oh, man. That's where you want Bruno Fernandes to have a pop. That's where you want, not Euro. Not Euro. You don't want Euro to take that shot. You want Fernandes from there. Spurs are almost there, man. They're almost there. We are gonna feast on United content. Ooh. I can feel it. It's tantalizing. It's tantalizing. You know, one of those ones where you're just licking your fingers. It's tantalizing, man. It's tantalizing. United, please lose. English Glazer loses more money. Vile Glazers already broke, and then boom, Qatari money. Here we come. Luke Shaw, 1.5 minutes to go. Luke Shaw pumps the ball forward. Is Ahmed going to get that? Yep, he will. Dalot, cross coming in. Harry Maguire there. Oh, it's dangerous. No, it's been defended. No penalty, no nothing. Ooh. United throwing the kitchen sink. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. Bruno Fernandes. No. 1 minute. Euro. Ahmad. This is the last attack, I reckon. This is the last attack. 30 seconds to go. Bruno Fernandes. Dalot. Cross. Oh my days, and it's been saved by Vicario. It's been saved by Vicario. Damn. One last chance, maybe. 30 seconds. Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad. This is it. This is it. And it's been defended. Is Bruno Fernandes going to have a shot? No, he chips the ball. And it's been defended. Oh my God. The kitchen sink has been thrown. And it's been defended. One last corner. Woo! One last corner. One last corner. One last corner. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Last corner. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. It's do or die. Onana, go up there. Onana, go up there. Onana's there as well. Imagine this turns out to be a Spurs goal. Imagine Spurs just run the length of the field and score. Much like Fernando Torres, if you guys remember. Fernando Torres for us in the Champions League against Barcelona. Corner coming up for Man United. Last chance. Defended. And it's gone out. And that is it. That is it. Spurs are going to do this. Spurs are going to do this. Spurs are going to do this, and Man United in the bin. Both of them went for a scissor shot, scissor kick. Look at the Spurs fans. Are there more Spurs fans, by the way, in the stadium? I think this is it. Final. I think this is it. Vicario, just bang it forward. Just smash it up. The referee needs to blow the whistle right about now, man. Look at the Spurs fans crying. Oh my God. And it's over. Spurs have done it. Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou said it. He wins the trophy in his second season. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou. Wow. 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 Spurs. We're going to feast on some Man United content. Saeed said, do not dare to lose. Do not dare to lose. Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal don't have. Arsenal, look at Man United. Oh, the players are finito. The Man United players are done. It's finished. It's over. They have been finitoed. And Spurs have gone to the Champions League. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Arsenal in their prime season don't have a trophy, and Spurs have a trophy. Arsenal don't have any European trophy, and Spurs have a European trophy. Spurs have a European trophy before Arsenal. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see what's going on elsewhere, man. We have to see what's going on elsewhere. We need to. Where do we go first? Do we go to rants? Do we go to rants, ladies and gentlemen? Do we go to rants? We must go to rants. We must go to rants. We have to. We have to laugh. This is too funny. This is too funny. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Finishing tests, you haven't even been assigned, and wondering if it's a done
my God.
list
Get out of here, all
a
these
thing.
ads, man. Get out, ads.
Encapsulated it more yesterday with that pathetic question he was asked at the press conference. So
Like, brother, I don't want to hear nobody.
Mars gonna call and cook people. Yeah, it's time. Mason Mount.
I don't want to hear nobody.
You're
talking
close.
to me
You're close. You're close to winning trophies,
about
Mason
give this
Mount.
manager players, give this manager time. Let me tell you something for free.
Oh, they're
Tottenham
done.
are in
They're
the
done. Man
Champions
United
League
fans,
now.
they're done. I think Amorim, I'm scared. I think he might be finito.
They're in the Champions League, bro.
I think Man United might be finished.
They're in the Champions League.
Do you know how
We
massive
didn't lay a
this
glove
is
on
for
Spurs.
Spurs?
Yeah, cool. They cleared one off the line. We were awful today. They had injuries. They had more injuries than us. We had a better bench. And even with the bench, the manager
I can't
still
wait
couldn't
for
influence
Saeed.
the game.
I
You know
can't
why?
wait for
Because he's a
Saeed,
fucking
man.
scrub, bro. Don't tell me about what he done at Sporting. They just won the league without that pussy, yo. Don't want to hear nothing. Sack this guy, bro.
Oh,
Sack
it's finished.
guy, bro.
Man United, ladies and gentlemen, 16. 16.
Two
and
nights,
nothing,
bruv.
Nothing.
He's in Spain. Portugal's down the road. Get a coach to fucking Lisbon, bro.
Oh, Goldbridge.
Don't come
rage.
back on the plane. Don't come back.
Oh, need to. We need to go. Goldbridge. We need to go to Goldbridge. 149,000 people live.
Wasted time. It's not going to happen. But that was a fucking embarrassment for a guy who is meant to be, you know, one of the up-and-coming managers of world football. 90 minutes, mate. 90 minutes.
Wow.
And you know what? After the game, you know what Spurs did? You know it. I know it. Spurs basically went, we've got Romero, we've got Van der Ven. You can
wow,
whip as
even
many crosses
Goldbridge
in
is
as you
Amorim
like.
out now.
We don't
Goldbridge
care.
is
We're
Amorim
going to
out.
protect the middle of the pitch. And we're going to push you out wide. And they did it for 90 minutes. And United just kept putting cross
I feel sad.
after cross after cross. and had
played the
nothing.
game.
Bruno Fernandes is
played
the
the
captain
game.
of the team. I don't know whether his head's been moved by Saudi. He's got a 3. He's put in a 3 in a cup final.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes.
And yeah,
been
look,
so
we can all go on about
that
Anana,
entire
we
Man
can go on
United
about
team's been
Rasmus, we can
pathetic.
go on about Mason Mount, but Bruno's put in a 3. Ahmad's put in a 4.
True.
I like
I
these
agree.
players, but explain to
I
me
agree,
in
Goldbridge.
a final,
I agree.
why didn't he make subs until the 70th minute? There was players on. Luke Shaw played 90 minutes. He's fucking
That's true,
rubbish.
though. That's
He's rubbish. Why was game?
big L.
Because there's a fucking. Some of the decision. You know what? Actually, does anybody else get the feeling that maybe, just
Amrim's got to
maybe,
take
Man
it.
United wanted to
Big
lose
L.
that game? I almost feel like that.
Man United
It was
wanted to
almost
lose-
like we would lose the game.
And so this was a market.
Really, really weird. Got 150,000 people watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone who's tuning in.
That's
Lot
mad.
more to talk about. I'm going to go over to match reaction. I thought the players try and do it properly. I mean, don't just give everyone a 1. Yeah, try and do it properly. I just want to say, in relation to the match reaction, we'll be over there.
I love it.
Minute, but I just want to say, in relation to everybody watching, whether you're a Spurs fan here for a laugh, whether you're a Liverpool fan here for a laugh, fair play, we were fucking awful, and fair play to Spurs. I don't want to be a bad loser.
Yes, you were.
There
You
are
were
no
awful.
excuses.
Definitely
They totally
were.
deserved to win it. It wasn't a great game of football. It was horrific, but Ange and the Spurs players deserve it. Fair play. You've got to, I've seen the highs of as a United fan. I've seen us win playing well. I've seen us win playing badly, and I've seen that shit. And you know what? In the last few minutes, I would
So Vic,
I
you're
almost
right.
would have laughed.
No more
if we'd
scamming
scored.
from
That's how-
United.
I don't know whether anyone else felt like that. I almost would have laughed. And you know what? I actually thought that not winning this final, I'd be in despair tomorrow. I don't.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I fucking will.
Stan
I
is
really
one
don't.
of
I just
tro-
think,
it's-
you know what? I'm never
it's
going to
huge.
stop
It's
supporting Man
huge.
United.
It's huge
but
for
we
Spurs. It's
fucking
huge
deserve
for
this.
Ange.
Like, we
It's huge.
deserve this. There's no, you don't
You definitely
deserve to
deserve
escape.
it. Man United deserve it.
I think last season with Ten Hag against Man City,
Can't wait for
we
Said.
deserved
I
to
cannot
escape.
wait
We
for
deserved to
Said.
win.
I
We didn't
cannot
deserve
wait
to
for
escape.
Said.
We've got exactly what we deserved.
I
I don't
cannot
want
wait
to
for
see any
Said.
fucking Instagram posts about,
Son crying.
oh, we're sorry. Go fuck yourself. 39 points and you
down,
don't turn up
Goldbridge.
for a fucking final. Nah. This club's on its fucking arse. And I tell you what, if there are Glazer out movements and everything like that, you'll never have a bigger opportunity because this club's on its fucking arse. The debt,
It is.
the stadium,
It
the
is. See, this is
team.
why I
That-
wanted United to
the
lose.
scariest
They're
thing is,
they're in
and what
mad
a sad
trouble.
thing,
Mad,
the Leon
mad
game
trouble.
is gone.
Yeah,
Never
mad
ever
trouble.
talk to me about
They're
that
in mad
Leon
trouble.
game again. It's dead. It's been erased from history. It's gone. You know what? Against Leon, you're 4-2 down with 10 minutes to go and you win 5-4. You're 1-0 down for most of the
Wow.
game and you do
Imagine
4-4
that.
in a final. Knobheads. Absolutely rock bottom.
39
Absolutely rock
points
bottom, Gurgit.
from,
You're
of
right.
37 games.
United edit says, do you still back
They don't have
Amarim?
40
I will tell
points
you
in
the
the
honest
Pre-
answer
in the Premier League.
in the match reaction because Double D's right. This is on Amarim.
Mount deserved it.
Lineup was wrong. So on the final, I agree. I'll see you over in the match reaction in a minute. Don't forget to do your play ratings.
United View. I want to see what's going on there. Sure, they're doing something, right? United View. See what these guys are up to.
This team, bro. Yeah, no, it's time to start looking across the team. 'Cause
KG.
You know what, yeah, the big game players that we were saying
KG
that we needed them to pull up. We was asking them to carry the flag. They were the people that we were following into war. And they got shot first. Hold on, not even that. They betrayed us. They turned around and gave the flag away.
They finally
Literally,
did it, bro.
every 2 minutes
You know
they
what you
could,
said
they
about
gave
these
the flag away.
criminals? Oh, and you know you talk about these criminals and stuff, yeah? Well, they finally went to jail, bro.
I love this. I love
Finally
this.
went
They say,
to jail.
if you have a life of crime, yeah,
mad.
it will catch up to you eventually. and that's what happens.
Expressions. Oh my god! I can't wait for
by the way,
expressions.
make no mistake. Make no mistake. Yeah,
Expressions going to get a million views today.
Whatever. It's
Expressions about to get a million views
or anything like that.
I can't wait for expressions.
Again, I'm looking at those big players, the ones that we were glazing and gashing up before kickoff.
This is going to be incredible.
Your Brunos, your Casemiros, those guys, and going, we needed you tonight. You didn't stand up. You didn't. I'm looking at, again, Ahmad, young guy, but you're meant to be this. You've got a big new contract. You sunk
Football
it out
terrorist.
Mason Mount, you're meant to be number 7. You were invisible throughout the whole game. You were shocking.
Mason Mount
absolutely
was
shocking,
pathetic.
invisible. Rasmus
Mason Mount
Højlund
was pathetic.
probably should be your last game in a Man United shirt. You're not good enough. Go. That whole team, Andre
Hope
Onana, I'm
Topes
looking at
puts
you
out
for
a
that
video
goal
as well.
Still,
Faz and Said mudded till
Shaw,
2026.
You've been at the club
Big
way
time.
too long. You're
Big
not
time.
good enough. You were missing for
Big
the whole
time, man.
season.
Some
All
of
you
their
did today was
targets
pass
will
it
now
backwards, and then right at
they'll need to
depth
rethink.
hit ahead of that. It was easy for
the
Vicaro
summer.
to save. So those players, yes, they all need to go. But I also then look at the coach and say, that is on your head. Look, when you're Man United head coach,
I have to say, live chat, let me know. Amorim actually didn't have a good
wasn't
game.
the right team.
Like, if I'm being honest.
Live
chat, let me know what you think about
Amorim.
Amorim.
During the game,
wasn't well managed by Amorim. I really wasn't well managed.
Make those changes at halftime. You didn't do that. If anything, Ange,
Miz, your
Ange
friend
went to a
John away.
back
Oh,
five
you best believe
with
he's
over
away.
like 10
I'm not
minutes
going to
to
call
go,
him. He's
and
going to
we
be so
still
devastated.
We should have done so much more. Xerxes should have come on way earlier. As soon as Xerxes and Garnacho come on, it's better.
That's
Luke
true.
Shaw should have come up as well. Luke Shaw should. He was having a.
Garnacho was actually trying to do something. Garnacho was
having
actually trying to do
a
something.
shit game, bro. He should have come.
Bruno Fernandes, another shit game from him.
And this is the concern as well now with Amorim, because these are legitimate questions. If you see that final, that performance, and again that
look at Mason Mount
display, if you see what you've seen since he's come in, he's won
show
6
Mason
games.
Mount.
Why are then when we go in like, okay, this is 200 million to spend on players? Ineos are cutting up, they're saying people can have bread roll and soup. They're cutting costs. What, they're going to bankroll 200 million? By the way, 100 million, which we didn't get because we didn't qualify for the fucking Champions League, which we should have. Spurs in the final. This legitimately, this season, that match here tonight, that could set us back 3, 4, 5 years.
We blew a 100 million game. We blew a 100 million game.
And this was my point on Monday with the red carpet at Marseille. We don't need to lose games like this to realize these players are shit. We know these players are shit. We know they're bad. And Ruben, quite frankly, let's just be completely honest here. Mate, you've come in, you had a great reputation. I know reputations come to that Manchester United, but goodness me, you look so out of your depth at this point. Because if you can't win games.
Don Robbie.
I put him on the thing then.
Hey, listen. First of all, you better be here on Friday.
I think I've got to go on holiday still. I got to go on holiday.
No, I don't want to hear nothing about the holidays, right? And I've got a question for you. Should that fraud Ruben Amorim be sacked?
You got to let me sleep on that, bro.
You should go quiet on us, you idiot. You know how many times you've called me and Robin?
Oh, you don't even answer your phone, AGT. AGT, this is embarrassing for me. You don't even answer your phone, AGT. This is.
Spurs in the European Cup final.
We didn't do it.
They will hold that over you for the rest of your life. Spurs, you are pathetic as a football club. I've got one thing to say to you. Useless. Can you hear me, KG?
I can hear you perfectly, Ty.
Unlucky, man. KG, I want you not to win. KG.
It is what it is. Yeah, go on. Ask me another question.
Why did Ruben Amorim leave it so long to make subs tonight?
We're asking ourselves them same questions, bro. That's why I need to sleep on this one. You need to sleep.
No, you don't need to sleep on it. I'll answer it for you. This guy's a fraud. He's come in and he's taken you backwards, bro. He's worse than Ten Hag. He's worse than Oli, right? What has this man done for Manchester United to improve Manchester United since he's come in? Absolutely nothing. And do you know what? Right, you're asking me the other right? This guy is a fraud.
Brother.
Admit it, man.
Listen, Don Robbie will speak on Friday, bro. Brother, these are hold on. Hold on.
Is he wrong?
Wait, hold on. Hold
is
on.
he wrong?
No lies detected.
No.
That's the scary.
That's
Do you know what the scary part?
Do
you know what the scary? No, guys, there's no lies detected in this.
No,
this
there isn't.
game. Our manager didn't help us today. He didn't.
Hold on. So are you
He
agreeing that he's a fraud then? Is that what you're saying?
Bro,
he said no lies, fam. He said he's a fraud.
No, I'm saying the manager's taking us backwards. We have to be real. The manager.
That's what I said. That's why this is literally what I was just saying. This is what I was just saying.
Why is he talking? He does have balls to.
This
Yeah,
is what I was just
exactly. Why
saying,
is
that
Robbie talking? Why is Robbie talking?
This is
Right
the
now,
problem.
Why is
in this
Robbie
game,
talking?
we are in a situation. We are now. Where are we? We are where.
KG, what did we say? We said when it came to the Premier League, it's the first in the Europa League, our Europa League, Bilbao or bust, and we went fucking bust. Yeah, we have to acknowledge this. Yeah, we put everything. We went to Vegas. We put everything on red, and we didn't get red. We lost it all. We lost it all. And when you lose it all, you look to the people in charge and you say, players, you're not good enough. Go on. Manager, since you've come in, you've won 6 matches. Six matches. And frankly, when you've got the same points per record as Paul Jewell in the Premier League with the worst derby team ever. Yeah, the records are just shocking. You look out of your
Let's see what
depth
Rance
tonight.
and Van saying. He's still live. He's still live.
Morning cravings kicking in? Relief
See
from
what
the
Rance is
cigarette,
saying.
the #1 stop smoking brand in Australia.
I'm just waiting for some match reaction from Saeed and all them.
Because you see me, I was so confident because Spurs are not that team. I saw it already. Like Spurs were nobody today.
They didn't do nothing to win today, bro.
They are done.
Yeah, they weren't good
They
today,
are
bro. They had
done.
no cutting edge.
It's so good. They are done.
They were under pressure. We weren't first half. We didn't even test them.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, this manager's got to go. Like, there's nothing in the final third, nothing. And then you got Mount and Hoyland. What's his obsession? You see that Hoyland and Mount? They've got him sacked.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, but bro, he likes Mount.
I don't get it.
That's his guy. So, bro, the fact that he likes Mount, he needs to go out on his shield for that, bro.
The fact he likes Mount, he needs to go.
I understand why Xerxes didn't start, yeah, because he ain't been fit, but he needs to come on at half time, really.
He needs to come on at half time. Oh, get the man. He's on the bench. Get the game.
Amram
Yeah, I can't lie. If you're coming back from injury,
Amram played his
you're probably
best
better
11
off
against
starting
us to
because you get a
prepare for the
proper
final.
warm up. You
Actually,
know,
did,
when you come
you
on
know.
as a
That
sub, you
team
don't
was
even get a
probably
proper
better.
warm up.
The team that he played against us.
The thing is, what pisses me off, Spurs were crap today.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing, bro. They didn't do nothing. But then again, they had that 2v1, yeah, that Solanke fucked up, yeah. And bro, if that was Son getting on the end of that, bro, he's rapping us.
That's the problem. Again, as crap as Spurs are, they're still offensively better than us. And
Yeah.
better midfield. Without their best players, you know, without Madison, without Kulusevski, oh my lord.
Yeah, but the thing is with Spurs, yeah, this is what I said. Like you said,
I love it. I love it.
Ange earned some credit last season. And also, when Spurs attack, yeah, they still have certain patterns, bro. Brennan Johnson scores almost the same goal. Like, every time he scores, that run from the front to back post or the back to front pod, like they get certain 2v1s and 3v2s that they.
All right. Let's see what's going on social media. Always interesting to see what everyone's up to. Day since a trophy, Eunice was, Eunice did not want. By the way, they're going to do the trophy lifting soon. Eunice definitely didn't want Spurs to win. Where's expressions, man? Let's see what expressions up to. Nothing yet. Nothing from expressions yet. Saeed. This is huge. This is huge for Spurs, man. It's huge. Saeed has been tweeting. Didn't deserve anything. Embarrassing performance. A horrible long journey home, gutted. That's sad. Yeah, that is sad for Said. My man Full had a final message. Check this out. What was this about?
Switch to AGL and receive a $200.
Oh, come on. Spurs players getting the
Hold on, people.
medals.
We are here, man, and we're in the car park.
He's
My
in the
final
car park.
message
My man's in the
today
car park.
Before the big one. I thought it was only
Let's look
right,
at Salah tweet.
that we
All right,
end
we'll
in
have
the
a
car
look at the Salah
park.
tweet.
I'm going to switch it, guys. We're going to start off with the car park. I'm going to end the match reaction in the stadium. We're not doing the opposite way now. We're not doing it, guys. Yeah? Today is the day we win the Europa League, man. I slept all right last night. I woke up this morning buzzing, temperature booming, shades are on. Have you noticed how I had my shades on in these videos? There's a reason why. Shades are on, kit is on. You feel me? We're here, live and direct to the car park.
That car park looks nice, you know.
Been a long, dreadful season. It's been an abysmal season. But it's time now to rectify those mistakes.
Timo Werner
It's
is getting
time
a
now
medal,
to
by
be
the way.
counted more than ever.
Obviously, he was injured.
This is the moment. Everything you've done in the Premier League, it won't be forgotten. But I tell you what, man, this moment here to go in the Champions League and beat Tottenham Hotspur, man, that's what it's about. I haven't traveled all these miles. We've not traveled all these miles. You haven't stayed up late every night watching Man United for no glory.
And the Big
There has to
Six
be
is
some
gonna
glory at the
bang.
end of it.
The Big
There has to
Six
be a trophy
Tobes.
at the end of it. People
By the
dismiss
way-
trophies, man. People dismiss.
By the way, where's Tobes? I'm sure he would have tapping Tobes. I'm sure he would have tweeted something. Trophy drought over. You know what? Congratulations to him, bro. Yeah, congratulations to him. There you go. Spurs lifting the trophy. I could cry tears. Spurs lifting the trophy. Son. Ange Postecoglou in the mix. A big achievement, man. Big achievement. We must. Basuma lifting the trophy. Pape Metesa.
The manager has to go. There's nothing to talk about.
Look at Son lifting the trophy. Oh my days, bro. Man, I'm watching Son lift the trophy. This is fucking ridiculous, bro.
It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. This has hurt me, but because of how poor we've been, I didn't have not like I had.
Hey, bro, we didn't deserve to win, Musa. We didn't deserve no trophies, blood.
Yeah, definitely. You didn't deserve to win. You didn't deserve to win.
A trophy.
Yeah.
What we've done this season and what we've put up with, and this manager as well, does not deserve a trophy. Like,
You know the mad part is Spurs are in the Champions League. They're in the Champions League. We need to make it to the Champions League, or else
He
they're gonna
played
laugh
well,
at us.
and the thing is, he's
They're gonna
had a
laugh at
bag
us.
of injuries this season, bro. At one point, his whole
But today,
his
at least we get to
goalkeeper
laugh
and
at
his
Man
back four
United.
was out injured, bro.
He's at the back. He's had 21 injuries this season or something like that.
Come on,
Second
man.
behind Arsenal.
This is what I'm trying to
He's
say.
had a lot of injuries.
And he still won a trophy, bro. And man are making
And he still won a
excuses.
trophy.
Man are making excuses for Ruben Amorim, who's got a worse record than Gary Neville at Valencia, bro. And man make fun of Gary Neville. Gary Neville works in TV now, just to put it in perspective. You know what, man? A brother that's working in TV that can't get a job had a better record than you, blood.
Yes, deep. Amrin has to go. He needs to walk.
Bro, he needs to walk now, bro. He should have won and walked. I can't lie. But now, he's lost.
Yeah,
He's
come
got to
after,
walk
this is your
anyway,
manager.
bro. I can't lie, bro. I said it. Man's looking like a Gucci Graham Potter blood. You know the ones? That's what he's looking like.
I have to say, Ruben Amorim didn't have the best final, that's for sure. He could have done a lot better. Definitely, he could have done a lot better. But I still think they should stick around with Ruben.
Yeah.
They should stick around with the Amorim.
Man United have no European competitions next season. We've only got the bread and butter.
Yeah. They're going to be playing in the Super Cup. They're going to be playing in the Super Cup. You best believe I will not be cheering for... Well, I wasn't really even cheering for Tottenham in this game, but I was more excited about Man United being in the mud. But that game, yeah, Spurs.
We're done, bro.
They better lose. They better lose that one. They better lose that one.
Spurs are playing Champions League football next season.
Yeah. We're done, bro. We're cooked.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm hiding.
Gucci Potter.
I'm out.
I hear it, bro.
I'm hiding, man. We'll touch base, bro.
All right, family, in a bit.
Nah, mad. All right, we're gonna wrap things up now slowly, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do the review very, very soon. We'll drop some Chelsea content tomorrow, and Ms. TV as well. We'll do something there. Check this out. Ange Postecoglou kept his word. I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year. Do you know how ballsy that is? Do you know how ballsy that is from Ange Postecoglou? Like, it's incredible. It really is incredible. For him to say that, and he said that a long time back. He's also said, I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year. And he's done it again. And he's put Man United in such severe mud. That's incredible. Ibs is saying everyone laughed at him when he said this. The fact that he said that while managing Spurs that never wins trophies is the most gangster thing I've seen in my life. It really is. I think this needs to be when I talk in my review. I want to have that on actually, because that's a bad boy tweet from Ibs. Mohamed Salah, he did say he'd win it in the second season. Congratulations. Yeah, Salah, Mohamed Salah. Even Salah coming. We might have to have all of these things on for the review. Salah saying it. Should Manchester United sack Ruben Amorim? Wow. It's not looking good. Spurs are Europa League champions as they win their first major trophy in 17 years, beating Man United. And they'll play in the Champions League next season. That's incredible. That is incredible. That is incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to do the review next, and look out for the review. It's been a fantastic watch along, man. It really has been a fantastic watch along, and we're gonna feast. We're gonna feast on a lot of Man United content. We're gonna feast. I think it's gonna be funny. As soon as Saeed drops his video, as soon as Expressions drops his video, I think it's gonna be funny. All right, everyone, take care. Have a very, very good evening. It's morning for me. Do look out for the review. I'm gonna do the review, post-match review right now. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Do subscribe to Ms. TV, Total Football, where we're going to do a whole heap of other content over there, or football, besides Chelsea Football Club, whole heap of other clubs that's going to participate on that channel. But yeah, until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye. Thank you once again.